Back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, and today Carabao Cup semi-final, Arsenal against Newcastle, people. And listen, it's for me, I say this every week at the moment, but this is a must-win game. I think this is the biggest game of the season so far, because at the end of the day, we're 2 games away from Wembley. And we haven't won a trophy for 5 years. So there's no way as Arsenal fans we can walk around turning our nose up at trophies like this. We got to win these games. So listen, big up to everyone locked in. Hope you are well. And I was going to say I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But I'm also a little bit apprehensive. But anyway, listen, let's be positive tonight. We need to do our thing. And we need to win. We need to go to Newcastle with a lead. I know this is over 2 legs, but you certainly got to win your home leg. You don't want to have to go to Newcastle and have to win the game. So let's see how it goes. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hope you're well. Run the likes up. Let's get 3,000 likes tonight. James said, the man, the myth, the legend. Curtis Shaw TV. Big up yourself. Saliba said, big up. Must win tonight. Andy said, Big C, did you watch Rafa Leao? I saw the highlights. That guy's a problem. He is somebody I would love to bring to Arsenal, but he would cost. I think his release clause 110 million euros. So I can't see it happening. Ninja Man's having a go. He said, Curtis, I respect you. I'm an Arsenal fan, but the hope you bring to these watch-alongs borders on delusion. The manager is not reliable. You know what though, bro? You know when you was younger and you turn up for the bus. You knew the bus would probably turn up late, but you were still there on time, just in case it did turn up on time. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is with Arsenal. We don't expect it to all go great, but we got to be here in case it does go right. It's not delusion. It's just a hope, you know. Otherwise, there's no point us even watching, supporting the club if we're not going to turn up for these games. So, you know what I'm saying? We're here just in case, man. We're here just in case. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good analogy, you know. The bus was always a little bit late, but you still turned up on time in case it turned. It's not bad. I'm quite actually impressed with myself on that one. I'm not going to lie. A whole heap of hopium. Exactly. Big up Wasim, who said, big up Big C, long time. Married man since December, so missed a few streams. Busy having tutorials of how to wash the dishes. Put the washing machine on, etc. Hey, big up yourself, bro. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. But I appreciate you finding the time to get in the stream today, you know. Abdo said, we look up for your watch-alongs and the contents more than the Arsenal games. Bless you, Big C. Hey, much appreciated, man. Big up yourselves and appreciate the community support as always, man. Just like Big C. Well, I always say now, I'm at the point where when I say like 7 o'clock, it's an estimation. It's not a definite. I'll be there around 7 o'clock, you know. I do actually need to start turning up on time, but I'm a very laid-back person, so, you know, I kind of stroll up to the stream, 7:05, turn the laptop on. It is what it is. B. Saka, it could be Saka, said, big up Big C, love your channel, hoping for a win today, bless. And lateness is great. Yeah, come on. Yeah, dishwasher, yeah, this is what I want this year. I want a dishwasher. Arsenal aren't going to win the league, probably. So get me a solid dishwasher, so I ain't got to wash no more dishes. That's what I want. Curtis, such a Jamaican, never beating the stereotype. I know, I need to. So laid back that you rip shirts. I mean, at the time, in fairness, I was laid back and then I ripped the shirt. So I kind of did both, you know. I was multitasking. I sort of laid back, oh my God, Callum Wilson's tooth's hanging out, and then I ripped it. So, you know, I'm kind of a bit of truth in there somewhere. Anyway, big up to everyone in the building. Hope you are well. And I am looking forward to the game. I am. Let's talk about the Arsenal lineup, people. Few changes from the weekend. Listen, I'm more positive about this team than I was about the team that I saw against Brighton. David Raya in goal. Of course, Neto was signed to be the cup goalkeeper, but of course, he is cup tied. And yeah, it's a bit of a mad one, that, you know, because who else would sign a goalkeeper that's not available for the cup competition? But anyway, Raya's in goal. Timber returns at right back. Massive boost to have Timber in at right back. Obviously, he was suspended for the last game. Saliba and Gabriel. And then Luiz Skelly comes in at left back for Calafiori. Personally, I'm happy with that. I actually feel more comfortable with Luiz Skelly than Calafiori, which says a lot. 18-year-old out of the youth team, or a 40 million signing. But anyway, the midfield, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, much better. I mean, that midfield on the weekend was horrific. Do you know what I mean? Jorginho, Marino, and Declan Rice. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about some of those players shortly, but I'm much more comfortable with that midfield. How much snot is going to come out of Odegaard's nose tonight, people? He has had a cold, you know. He ended the game with spit all over his mouth the other day, which wasn't pretty to see, man. You know what I mean? Your captain just phlegming all over the place. The front three, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this front three, but then again, the options are limited. Martinelli, Trossard, and Havertz. Jesus drops to the bench. Raheem Sterling returns to the bench. He's back from the Vibes Cartel concert. No, I'm joking. I don't know if he was there. But, I mean, Martinelli and Trossard at the moment is like... It's like being offered your two worst dinners. You know, it's like... You just don't... I don't want any of them to play. At the moment, we're supposed... I thought Jesus might have played on the right, maybe with Martinelli on the left. Maybe he thinks Jesus can be an impact player off the bench. Trossard and Martinelli have to do something. At least one of them. Like, what the hell? How many times are we going to have to watch these guys? Trossard can't run past anybody. And Martinelli just runs into people. I mean, come on. Do something. I would imagine Martinelli will be on the right. Trossard will be on the left. Havertz returns. He's been out with a cold. Hopefully he's obviously up to speed and going to put in a decent performance, because we're struggling at the moment in attack. So let's see what happens. I mean, I said the other day, and I'll say it again, I know we've got injuries. Listen, Saka's out and Jesus on the bench. The first game of next season, whoever we're playing in the Premier League, if I'm being totally honest, I don't want any of this front three to be starting for Arsenal next season. I don't want any of them starting. I think one of the two left wingers, you've got to get rid of them. Because Trossard's 30. He's got a year and a half left on his deal. And Martinelli's just doesn't seem to be able to perform. Havertz, for me, should not be starting next season. And... so, yeah, this front three, I wouldn't want any of these three to be starting for Arsenal next season. At least one of them needs to be sold as well, if I'm being totally honest. Sterling won't be at the club next season. And to be honest, Jesus or Havertz, one of those two probably has to go. It will probably be Jesus, because his contract is obviously closer to the end and he's been injured. So, you know, we will see. We will see. But they need to perform tonight, having said that. The Arsenal bench is Porter. I think he's a young goalkeeper. Zinchenko, Tierney, Kivior, Calafiori. Yeah, just the four left-backs on the bench today. Marino, Jorginho, Raheem Sterling returns after a few weeks out, although he hasn't played for how long. And Gabriel Jesus drops to the bench. So I think it's a better team than played against Brighton. I do feel a bit more comfortable. We have a lot more balance in midfield. We know that Newcastle's midfield is, you know, feisty with the likes of Joel Linton in there. A lot of aggression. The bench, listen, it's not great. Let's be honest. There's four left-backs. Marino and Jorginho, if you needed a goal, are not ideal. Sterling, I mean, he's hardly kicked a ball for us. Jesus is probably the only option. So it's not a great bench. We've got to hope that the starting lineup do it. But listen, you never know. You never know. Maybe Martinelli and these guys will step up. We've been waiting all season. So let's see. It's a big game. Obviously, there's no extra time. There's a second leg. And I believe they are using VAR for the semi-final. They haven't used VAR in the Carabao Cup, but for the semi-finals, they will be using it. Ash said, big up the community. Everyone book out 2 p.m. tomorrow. I can't see how we win. We've got to. We've got to, you know. If we draw, obviously if we lose, meltdown. Even if we draw, I think you make Newcastle the favourites going up there. We've got to beat them. They've got 3 key players missing tonight as well. No Nick Pope in goal. No Fabian Shaw. And no Bruno Guimaraes. We've got to beat them. I'm sorry. There's no excuse. I don't care if Newcastle are in form. I don't care if we've got no Saka. I don't care if Isak is one of the most informed strikers in world football. I don't give a damn. I do not give a damn. Their team probably costs half of what our team costs. There's no excuses. We've got to beat them. Their back four needs to be got at tonight. Needs to be got at. Simple. We're at home. We haven't been in a final for 5 years. Come on. Like, we're already reacting to the fact we might not win the league. Probably won't win the league this season. Hope that we can, but doubt very much that we will. Right? We're having to lower expectation, which is a horrible thing to do as a football fan. At least deliver us a Carabao Cup. Do something. Come on, man. Let's be real. This team have to do something. They've got to show us what they're about. The manager's got to show us what they're about. We hear the talking. A lot of people say, oh, you know, the fan base, you're constantly moaning and entitled. Joe, do you know the level of patience we've shown as a fan base? It's unbelievable, the level of patience and the things that we've been through as a fan base. We sold our best striker to Man United. He won the league. We gave him a guard of honour. Like, who does that? Who sees things like that? We've been through all sorts, man. We gave up our stadium. You know what I mean? Our home. So, I'm sorry. This team have to start performing. Otherwise, this process is not what they've told us. At least deliver us a little FA Cup, a Carabao Cup or something. So, I'm expecting a win tonight. I'm not making excuses for them no more. As a football club, I'm just not. Win tonight. Go to the second leg at St. James's. That second leg is at the start of February. By then, Arsenal might have, you know, Ben White back from injury. Tomiyasu back from injury. We might have signed somebody. The window would have closed. We could have a totally different looking team and bench by then. You know, so no excuses. No excuses. Wenger got sacked for less, 100%. Wenger won 3 trophies in his last 5 years and got sacked. Harrison said, do you think Arsenal players watch your channel sometimes? Definitely. Definitely. I can tell you that for sure. Dylan said, it's time to have a sale at the Armoury to raise 50 million for Xhaka. Was the timing wrong on the Xhaka sale when he was in the form of his Arsenal career? The problem with Xhaka, we waited 5 years for him to kick into gear. The unfortunate thing is we sold him when he was at his very best. I think the problem was his contract was running out. He wanted a long-term deal. Arsenal were not prepared to offer him that because he was in his 30s. Leverkusen, go back to Germany. They were a very good team. He obviously won the league. That was the problem. For me, the problem was not Granit Xhaka being sold. I wasn't that disappointed with Granit Xhaka being sold. We didn't replace him. We spent 65 million on Havertz. And then we spent 35 million on Marino. So effectively, we've spent 100 million replacing Xhaka, and we haven't replaced Xhaka. We're going to need probably another midfielder in the summer. So Xhaka going was not the problem for me. We should have upgraded. Richard said, big up C Unit. Don't know if this is controversial. I still think Arteta wants to replace Gabriel. Signed 2 left centre-backs, but not signed a single right centre-back. I would say with right centre-back, with Tomiyasu and Ben White and Timber, there's adequate cover there. He doesn't need a right centre-back. They are all players that can play there. Ben White and Timber are natural centre-backs. I think Kivior was signed as cover. I think with Calafiori, he genuinely is trying to do the Nathan Ake at left-back thing. I'm not sure Calafiori's been signed to replace Gabriel. I think he's always wanted to play a centre-back at left-back. He wanted Lisandro Martinez before United got him. He wanted Kivior. He wanted Calafiori. I'm not sure he does want Gabriel out. I think 2 seasons ago, you know, the rumour was we tried to sign Laporte and we were going to get rid of Gabriel to Saudi and they changed their mind. So I think 2 seasons ago they were going to sell him, to be honest. But I think Gabriel's that good now. Even Arteta knows you can't sell him. MJ said Tonali's going to show Rice what a real passer is today. I mean, listen, as an Arsenal fan, I'm never really looking at Declan Rice and going, oh, you know, let's see how great you are as a passer. Hunt down Tonali, grab the ball off him, give him a nightmare. I'm not looking at Rice thinking, yo, I need you to be Paul Scholes. He ain't that player. If we're looking for Rice to do that, we're looking for the wrong thing. I'm looking for him to hunt people down. Have a real battle. Joel Linton has bullied our midfield a lot of times over the years. Partey and Rice today have to go about their business. You know, go about their business. But big up to you, MJ. PSV said, big up Big C in the community. Nothing gets you warmed up for a game like arguing with the deluded fans in the AFTV chat. More Marino prop going on. I didn't watch the show before I came on, but people are saying in the comments they were hyping up Marino. I mean, yeah, you know my opinion on Marino. I'd rather have Dan Marino in there. I think we've paid 35 million for a squad player. I don't see Marino being a long-term starter in this team. I just don't. Mohammed said we better win this game. We have to, bro. No excuses. Richard said the refs mic'd up for VAR decisions. Listen, they should have been doing this from time. We still are not using semi-automated offsides. Why? Why not? It works perfectly in the Champions League. They don't use it in the Premier League. Why? Because it works. But you've got these guys in Stockley Park drawing lines like they're in a science lesson. You know what I mean? With a Bunsen burner and a ruler. It don't make no sense. Mike Tuck ref should have been happening from time. If you're giving a stupid decision, I want to hear the stupid explanation. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch Ref Watch on Sky Sports 2 days later, you know? But anyway, big up Brian, Brooklyn in the building. Big up Curtis. 2 or 3 goal win is a must. This is a must. Fish to fry. It's funny because when Robbie said that 2 years ago, it was the Carabao Cup. He said, yeah, bigger fish to fry. Don't care that we're out. You know, big up Rob, though. Big up Rob. And White Gloves said, need Rice and Partey to sit next to each other and the fullbacks to bomb forward. Timber tonight, I think, helps a lot, massively. I think he's one of our best players. I really do. But yeah, we will see. Rice is going to score. R.I.P. Claude. Yeah, man, of course, always. Douglas Luiz, yes or no? Absolutely. Every single day of the week, yes. No brainer. No brainer. I can't believe he's available on loan. I think the only issue, it's an obligation to buy. It's an obligation to buy, so you have to buy him. But for me, you get rid of Jorginho, you bring in Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz is better than Marino. No doubt about it. No doubt. Every single day of the week. Apparently, they want like 45 million for him. No brainer. Get Douglas Luiz right now. Obligation to buy. Get rid of Jorginho. Job done. He's like 26. We wanted him for 2 years. Every single day of the week. At the 45 million, no brainer. Brazilian international, 26, knows the Prem, hasn't worked for him in Italy. Get him in. Get him at this club. That would be a great signing for. That would be a great signing for January. Maybe you can get the price down a little bit because Juve want him out. So I'd say, listen, give you 30 million or 35 million for him. But yeah, if it makes sense, we won't do it. He'll end up somewhere else. Apparently 2 Premier League clubs have made offers for him. I hope we're one of them. What about Barella? Listen, if you watch this channel on a regular, you know Barella he would be one of my top signings in centre mid. Everything I've read, he wants nothing to do with leaving Serie A. He loves it over there. Let's discuss the Newcastle team briefly. Dubravka's in goal. No Nick Pope. So Dubravka, I think he was on loan at Man United last season. Livramento at right back. Lewis Hall at left back. Lewis Hall and Livramento have been in very good form this season. Dan Burn and Botman at centre-back. I mean, every time we play Newcastle, wherever Dan Burn is on that pitch, I say, whoever's playing against him needs to cook him. Usually he's at left-back, and I'm like, Saka, you got to rip him apart. He's at centre-back. Havertz, please. If you can't get past this sloth, this absolute 6'5" sloth at centre back, then I'm sorry. Oh my days. Honestly. Dan Burn. If we don't score against Dan Burn. For some reason, he seems to have good games against us, though. He's just big and he's awkward, and Botman is a good player, but no Fabian Shaw. Their midfield, Tonali, Joe Linton, and Joe Willock. That midfield, of course, no Bruno Guimaraes, who I think is their best midfielder. Tonali, Joe Linton, you know what they're about. Tonali, for me, is a very good player. Joe Linton's an animal. An animal. Up front, he was awful. Midfield, he's a beast. And Joe Willock, of course, we know what time that is, people, you know. Anybody who's ever played football at any level, you know psychologically you play against your old team. There's a little bit extra motivation, you know, to go and do something. And Willock has a lot of energy. He's quite quick for a centre mid. Their front three is Murphy, Anthony Gordon, and Isak. Murphy is a player that I don't rate, but he seemed to be having a decent season. He got Almiron out of the team. He's getting a few assists. Gordon and Isak, listen, that's the battle. That's the battle. I actually do have confidence in his defensively, though. I think Timber can handle Gordon. I think Gabriel and Saliba can keep Isak quiet. I know Isak scored against us in the last game, though, so I have to be careful what I say. I think it was it Gordon who put the cross in the home game. That's the battle. Listen, Isak's the man. We want him at Arsenal. We're going to get a real close look at him tonight, but we need him to have a stinker. But he's dangerous. The Newcastle bench, Odysseas, Kieran Trippier, Harvey Barnes, Matt Targett, Asula, Almiron, Kelly, Longstaff, and Miley. Going to be interesting. I think we know what this game's going to be. I don't expect Newcastle to go for us. I think they will try and hit us in transition. I watched some of the game against Tottenham the other day, and they played on the front foot. I think they felt like they could really cause problems to Tottenham. I think they all believe they can cause us problems, but I think you will see a counter-attacking system. I think you look at people like Joe Linton, Willock from midfield, driving runs, Gordon, Murphy, Isak. I think it will be a counter-attacking performance from them. They will try and hit us on the break. They do have pace. It's an interesting game. I'm going to be honest, I'm not fully confident about how this game is going to go. The thing that's not giving me confidence today with Arsenal is the front three. Against Brighton, it was the midfield. I like the midfield today. I think that's our best midfield. It's the front three that worries me today. You know, Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz. Havertz been out with a cold. Trossard and Martinelli at the moment are completely out of form. They have got to turn up. That front three have got to take responsibility. That's where the game will be won and lost for us today, is that front three. Martinelli's just got to simplify his game today. Try and run at Lewis Hall and put crosses in. Havertz is decent in the air. And you've got Sterling and Jesus on the bench. I mean, Jesus probably disappointed not to be playing, but he was poor the other day. There's no excuses for Arsenal. You know, Newcastle have got 3 starting 11 players out of the team. Their goalkeeper, Nick Pope, Fabian Shaw, and Bruno Guimaraes. So it's not like they're at full strength, and we're not. We've got to speed up our game, in my opinion. I think a big problem with Arsenal at the moment is it's not the way we're playing, it's the speed of what we're doing. Slow teams are easy to deal with. You allow the team to get back, get their defence in shape, then it becomes more difficult. How often does Martinelli get a through ball to run onto down the wing? How often does he make a run in behind and someone plays a pass and he runs onto it? Because we're so slow at getting the ball up the pitch. By the time you get it there, the whole defence is set and they're in front of us. And Martinelli gets the ball to feet and he's got to run at people. And at the moment, he's out of form. It's not working. We've got to play quicker. Thomas Partey is key to Arsenal playing quicker. He's the key for me. He gets the ball, he plays it forward quickly to Odegaard. I think you see a better Odegaard when Partey's in the team. So he's key. And Timber's huge for us as well. And also Luiz Skelly dropping into midfield. Big up my bro Akeem. Arteta wants that stupid control all the time. That's why we look slow. I think Arteta thinks the more we have the ball, the less that we can be attacked. And he's almost relying on the defence to win us games, you know. But big up, bro. Hope you're well. Michael said, facts, we've missed White with his overlaps. He's the only one that does it and unlocks the low blocks. He had a very good partnership with Saka, that's for sure. Yeah, the game, by the way, in England, it's on Sky Sports and it's on ITV1. So for anybody that doesn't have Sky, you can watch it on ITV1. But just make sure you mute it and don't leave the stream, you know. Hope I haven't just sent 1,000 of you out of the stream now. If Nwaneri wasn't injured, he starts right wing all day. Yeah, Nwaneri, they're now saying he could be out for up to a month, which is terrible. K. Hayes, Don Curtis, are you aware you have more subscribers than some islands in the Caribbean like Antigua? Hey, man, big up the community. Legends. I think we just hit 86k, someone said. Big up Static, who just let me know. Mafia Boss said, my appreciation for every month. See you, net. Big up yourself, bro. Big up the community. Nearly 4,000 of you locked in already. Absolute legends. Big game. I'm excited for tonight. I think to myself, you know what? Sometimes you sit here, I'll be totally honest. Certain games you sit here and you think, I'm watching it because I'm a fan and I'm a content creator, but I'm sitting here watching going, I know this is going to be... I knew the game was going to be boring against Brighton. I watched that midfield. I said, this is going to stink today. But cup semi-final, Wembley on the line, this is what you're a fan for. This is what you turn up for. And it's not about being a glory hunter, but you expect big clubs to be in big games. And we haven't had enough big games over the last few years. So I'm happy to see us in a cup semi-final. I really, really hope we win this game. If tonight doesn't go well, I think these next 7 days will... The shape of Arsenal's season will be dictated by this next week. Carabao Cup semi-final tonight. Man United in the FA Cup on Sunday. Tottenham in the North London derby next Wednesday. I mean, 3 massive games. Probably can't rotate that much because of the squad depth. We'll see. We'll see. The mood could be very different if we can win those 3. Aiden said, Isak scores. He does the Henry celebration. I can see it. Well, he often does that knee slide. And then he does the gum fingers thing. So I hope not. I hope he has a stinker. I really hope he has a stinker. With top strikers, you have to cut off the supply, you know. Cut the supply off. Big up William said, Happy New Year, Big C. Hit the likes, people. Tommy Asu is our left back. Yeah, we've left him back somewhere. We can't find him. You know what I mean? They don't know where he is. He's on milk cartons. He's lost. Lozma said, big up Big C, cheers from Cancun. Damn, you know, I'd love to be in Cancun right now, man. This cold weather, man. I'll be honest. I'm a summer baby. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I really do not like cold weather. But yeah, if we get, we get 100, 200, 250k, maybe I can buy the villa in the sunshine. I'll go live in front of the swimming pool every day, you know. Stephen said, Curtis, I'm on every day. Arsenal fans that support your live on a recent podcast. I forward from Jamaica. How can I be a member? Well, either click the join button or make sure your settings have got gifted memberships on. And if somebody gifts them, you might be given one. So big up yourself, bro. And big up Bruce, who said blessings from Belize. Let's get into a few stories, people. We've got 22 minutes until kickoff. We'll use the last 10 minutes to break down, the game and the lineup and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into detail about it because, people will say, you're being his lawyer and blah, blah, blah. Aubameyang did an interview with David Ornstein. He's speaking about Barcelona, Chelsea, Arsenal, Arteta, all of that stuff. A few quotes. I'm not really going to go into it. I've spoken about Aubameyang so long on this channel. He's not really saying anything that we don't know, but there is an interview there in The Athletic if you want to see it. He did say that, he still loves Arsenal and loves the fans and all of that stuff. So yeah, if you wanna read that, it's there, people. But I'm not really gonna get into it too much. We'll be lucky to get Kinder Bueno this window. Yeah, I don't even know if we'll spend that much money, bro. You know what I mean? Hopefully we do. We need players. Tashik, big up, who's gifted a Curtis Shaw TV membership. Big up to Tashik, and welcome to the new member. Thermal said I'm also his lawyer. See, it's all right. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be totally honest. This is the only thing I'm going to say about Aubameyang. Two things. Aubameyang's just one of them players. I could never dislike him, ever. He was so good for us, and he brought so much of a vibe to the club. I don't think I could ever dislike him. Never. I love the celebration. I love, yeah, he faded at the end. I think a lot of it was down to the manager. He's playing in Saudi now. And the other thing, I think sometimes you don't realise how good a player is until they've left. Because let's be honest, we're still scrambling around now trying to replace him. We're in 2025. Do you know what I mean? And we're still going, we need a striker. We should have replaced him years ago. But again, you go for the cheap versions. You go for players that are not in form in that position. Then this is what you end up with, people, unfortunately. So, but yeah, it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it for too long. Anyway, let's focus on a couple of other things. Big transfer story going around today. David Ornstein has created some excitement with this. It's in a few other articles as well. Graham Bailey's running with it. There is now a story going around today that Nico Williams is now more open to a potential move to the Premier League, even in this window. TBR Football has been told Nico Williams is now considering a move to England. Mikel Arteta is understood to be obsessed with Williams, while sources added that Arsenal do have money to spend this month, with the message being one of quality over quantity. My thing with Nico Williams, it's always interesting, isn't it, when Monty, they use words like obsessed. Oh, he's obsessed with him. Barcelona are having a lot of financial problems. They can't register Dani Olmo. I think now Williams is going, look, that move's not going to happen. It actually says in the article, Williams believes he can sign for Barcelona later in his career. Give me a second, people. Delivery at the door, and no, it's not Merck. I don't know what's going on with Amazon, How come they deliver so late at night now? Man's banging on my door. I thought I was getting raided. Anyway, Nico Williams. Yeah, probably Red Stripe and Ray and Nephew if tonight doesn't go well. Anyway, Nico Williams is now more open to a move to the Premier League. We're not going to talk about it for too long, but I want to know your thoughts on it in the comments. My thing with Nico Williams, I'll be totally honest with you. Because for me, he wouldn't be at the top of my list for two reasons. Number one, I think he struggles without a lot of space. And because Arsenal don't play very quick, I wonder how much space he's going to get. You give Martinelli space from the halfway line, even out of form, he will cause you problems because he's rapid. You give Martinelli no space, he's an average footballer, let's be totally honest. Nico Williams with space is a monster. Without space, when I've watched him, I'm not so sure. And the other thing is, but you're right, we're not in a situation where we can probably say no. That's the problem. And if I'm being totally honest, who would I rather have playing on the left, Nico Williams or Martinelli or Trossard? I'd rather have Nico Williams. So I suppose I'm contradicting myself a little bit. if you sign Nico Williams, you have got to play a way that gets the best out of him. If you do not play like that, I think he will struggle. And that's kind of my worry. That's why I think he needs somebody in this system that is better technically on the ball, which is why I love players like Kvara. I think would suit the system more. I prefer Leao to Williams, but Leao would cost 100 million. Williams costs you 50 million. Arsenal prefer a bargain. We know that. And I suppose people are looking at his stats. His stats are not good this season. I suppose, though, you've got to sometimes be careful with stats. When Isak was at Sociedad, his stats were poor. I was saying I didn't want him. The guy's getting 5 goals a season. Now we're saying pay 100 million for Isak. It's about what you do with Nico Williams, I think. I think if you put him in the right system and coach him properly, he can devastate fullbacks. If you don't coach him properly, he's just going to be an Alan Saint-Maximin, just a pace merchant who has a good game once a month and looks good on YouTube. So it all depends. The position we're in right now, if you said to me now, I'll give you Nico Williams for 50 million, I'll be honest, I'll probably take him. I'll probably take him if I'm being real. But he wouldn't be at the top of my left wing list. And I'll be honest, I don't trust Arteta with him. I don't. It's very risky when people say things like, oh, he had a good Euros. He had a good World Cup. Remember James Rodriguez? Remember El Hadj Diouf? Remember Mikel Merino? Good Euros get signed. I mean, Merino didn't even have a good Euros. He didn't start. But when people say things like that, I think, well, you're not watching these guys. I've watched him 3 or 4 times this season. I haven't been impressed with him. He has the odd moment when he gets a bit of space. But anyway, let's see. Listen, if he signs for Arsenal, I'll hype it up. I will. But I don't see it happening. I'll be shocked if we got him in January. But what do you guys think? Would you take him? Arteta ruins forward, Saka aside. Need a trustworthy striker in addition, though, yet. I'm not sure that happens. People are saying Kvara. I haven't watched Napoli. Kvara is not the same player. He had one world-class season. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people saying that he hasn't been as good, but they are top of the league. And I just think he's a techie baller, man. I'm a big fan of him. And he's had a couple of seasons. I mean, he's 23. He's technically very good. Double figures the last 2 seasons. He's on track to get double figures this season. 5 league goals. I'm a fan of him. I think he's a class player. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Listen, I'm shameless, bro. I've just said Nico Williams, not so sure. We sign him. I'll be doing a video telling you how good he is, but I don't see it happening. I'll be very surprised if we got him. What do you guys? Somebody just said in the comments we should go for Pogba. Oh, and there it is, Alfie. Would you take Paul Pogba if... Bro, wise man saying if he passed the drugs test? That's crazy. That is crazy. Wasn't he found not guilty in the end or whatever? Pogba's one of them players, man. Like, Pogba's a player I've always liked. He's a street footballer, man. He'll nutmeg you and play a 60-yard diag that splits your defence in half. Arteta's not going to go near players like that. That's the reality, people. We've got to look at it. And I'm not even... He doesn't sign certain characters, Arteta. We know that. If you look at the characters that are at Arsenal, they're all a certain way, very well behaved, don't cause any problems. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you look at it over the years, if I said to you, tell me some of the best players you've seen in the Premier League in the last 10, 12, 15 years, there's probably a bit of controversy or attitude problem surrounding them as well. And even the players that we've had, Aubameyang, turned up late. Alexis Sanchez fell out with half the squad. Do you know what I mean? Van Persie was a controversial character. Henry apparently was very moody. Anelka, they called him Le Souk. Top players have that edge sometimes. Wayne Rooney had controversy going on. He was in hotels with grandmas. It's all mad. Arteta don't want them characters. That sometimes, for me, I think holds us back. I think Pogba is probably not... I don't think Pogba's at that stage now. I don't think Pogba goes to Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, Arsenal. I think Pogba goes to Saudi, or he goes to the MLS, or maybe he goes back to the French league. I think his top level is behind him now, Pogba, unfortunately. In terms of technical ability, Pogba's outrageously good, but he's been inconsistent for a long time, and then the ban and all that. I don't think Pogba will end up at an Arsenal. He-Man said City looking at Mamouche for 50 million and we are peeing about. Yeah, I think they're going to get him as well. I think they will get him. Jackal said, I'm talking about Brian and Mbeumo better than the rest. And Mbeumo's one of them players, like, I've said openly on this channel, I don't want him. But then every time I watch the highlights, he scores or gets an assist. And I'm like, maybe maybe that would be a smart signing. I don't know. He just doesn't look like an Arsenal player. I don't know what it is about him. He just looks like a Brentford player. But who cares what the players look like, I suppose. But Sam has said, Nico has been struggling, watched a few games, always offside. His brother is playing better. He's been there for years, hasn't he? Cole said, got my rum already, Big C. Experienced Arsenal fan. They might play better if you're drunk, actually. The game might look quicker. Who knows? Big up, Cole. Jerome said, big up, Big C. I say, treat Nico like Dusan. Bond them. I hear you. I hear you. But apparently he's obsessed with him. Tarun said, Big C, do you feel Odegaard is more of an 8 than a 10? Yeah. His work rate, he drops in. But then sometimes I think, would we be better off freeing up Odegaard a bit more and saying, we'll play with a double pivot and you're the 10. You're the cam, the attacking midfielder. We don't want you to drop back so much. But then what you need is Partey to get the ball to him. I think Arsenal need Odegaard on the ball more, 30 yards away from goal. So he can play a through ball and he can damage the opposition. When Odegaard's dropping deep, I don't think he performs as well because there's too much traffic in the middle of the pitch. He needs to play between the lines the way that Ozil did. He said, Arteta will turn him into Saint Maximum. And Carl said, get me Omar for 50 million instead of Nico. I've always said with this Omar Mamouche, I haven't seen enough of him, but he does look good. He does look good. He's exciting, but is he good enough? Unknown C, maybe Odegaard drops back because of captain responsibility. It's not like he's going to challenge anyone and win the ball in there. Just stay out of it. Thermal said, news reporting from the Emirates, Curtis Trossard failed the sober test. He'll probably play like that. Draxler assigned for Al Ali. I thought he was going to say Draxler signed for Arsenal then. I thought we'd gone back in a time machine. William Carvalho. Yasser said, Big C, want to say my daughter is healthy and sorry for not commenting. My kids watch your streams all the time. Thank you for everything. Hey, Yasser, big up, bro. Glad your daughter's well. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting, bro. Big up everyone. Big up all the silent watchers, you know. It always makes me laugh when people say, like, yo, I've been watching for 3 years, but this is my first comment. Hey, big up. Big up all the silent watchers, you know. In the background, just listening in, not saying nothing. I respect it. I respect it, you know. Go about your business however you need to. We need to go about our business tonight. Where's Fitz? Fitz genuinely left the building that night, people. Like, he put the super chat in. I thought, yeah, he's just saying it, but we'll see him tomorrow. The guy has not been in a stream since. You're talking about, and when you really think about it, you're talking about a guy that has been watching Arsenal for, I'm sure, didn't he say like 45 or 40 years? 40 years, a man saying like, yo, I've got to step away from Arsenal. Like, and that's crazy. It's crazy how much the club means to people, innit? Hey, big up all the silent watchers, man, coming out in the comments. We got different names coming out. They're stepping out of the bush. You know that meme of Homer Simpson where he's going back? You know, we've reversed it. They're coming back out now. Big up all the silent listeners, man. They're here. They're here, man. Big up. Come out. It's safe out here, people. You can talk. It's good. It's a safe space, I promise you. You're good. Look, people coming out. Silent. I'm seeing names I've never seen. Look. Silent watchers unite. Just come out. You don't even have to say anything. Just stare, have a look, and go back in. Big up. It's quality. I respect it. I respect it. Silent watchers just stepping out, you know. It's a safe space. You can come. It's good out here, man. You can come outside. There's no problem. Big up yourself. I don't comment much as well, but I love the show. Yeah, no problem. You don't need to speak for the next 3 years if you don't want to, but big up. Look at all the silent watch. I respect it, man. They're just there in the background. No conversation, just, silent gang are here. Silent but deadly, They say the quiet ones are the ones that cause the most drama. You know what I mean? Silent but deadly. Players are in the tunnel, people. Players are in the tunnel. Silent watchers unite. You don't need to speak. Just come out. Reveal yourselves. Oh, I was going to talk about Rosicky. Let me just quickly talk about that. Big up for reminding me. I don't want to talk about this for too long because I'm going to go into more detail tomorrow. I'm just going to say one thing because it's match day and we need to be positive and I don't want to go into a different dimension when I talk about this. But Rosicky is a leading contender to become Arsenal's sporting director. Let me tell you something now. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I want this to be positive. It's match day or match evening and I want to focus. Thomas Rosicky, right, as a player, I loved him as a player. That right foot, that technical ability, all of that stuff, I respect it highly, bro. 44 years of age he is. As a sporting director, keep this guy away from this football club. I told you, this can't be jobs for the boys. Loved him as a player. Loved him. Amazing footballer. The football friends. Friend. Ex-Arsenal player friend. Bun that. This ain't jobs for the boys. This ain't bring my mate in. He's at Sparta Prague. And they're not even doing well. There's only about 3 decent teams in that league. Look, they're third. Slavia Prague are top. They're 13 points clear. Then it's Victoria Pilsen, is it? And then it's Sparta Prague. So you're at one of the biggest clubs. And you're 13 points off. Sorry, mate. If he gets that job, there's going to be serious meltdowns. But anyway, I want to focus on the game. Hopefully it's paper talk. Look at this. It's understood Rosicky has been in regular contact with members of the club's hierarchy. He is said to remain close to Arteta and Mertesacker. Please, don't make a stupid mistake like that. Use Edu leaving as an opportunity to get an elite sporting director in. Don't bring one of your mates in. He's got no pull in Europe as a sporting director. And it's just jobs for his mates. Anyway, forget about that. Hopefully it's paper talk. Players are coming on the pitch. Here we go. Come on. Semi-final first leg. Carabao Cup. Let's handle business. Let me read out these super chats. Young Gunner. I'd go for a Prem-proven winger, as in January. And as much as I like Rice, we need Partey's forward passing for Odegaard. Thoughts? Arteta is ruining Rice. I think he is. He's burnt the rice, people. It's stuck to the pan. It's turned into couscous. Prem-proven winger. Yeah, I mean, who are you looking at? You're looking at Mbuemo, Semenyo. People don't agree. I would still take Leroy Sané, honestly, for 25 million. But I get it. Some people think he's past his best. Peter said, I'm tired of 29. I can't enjoy the game when he starts. You just have to sort of grin and bear it. It's like double maths when you was a kid. You just didn't want to be there, did you? You know, you knew you had to do it. But that's... Watching Havertz is like double maths first lesson on a Monday at school. It's a nightmare. You've just got to get through it. And Kugler Pete said, big up the C unit. Hope we can win tonight. Listen, people, big up to everyone. By the way, today's show is sponsored by SofaScore, the world's fastest live score app. Link in the description below to keep up to date with all your latest football news, stats. The transfer window is open now. If you're at work, if you're studying, you need to quickly check in, what's happening. SofaScore's the place to be. Download it. Link in the description below. Big up to SofaScore. And let's hope they're updating with goals today. All I can say, tonight has to go well. This needs to be a win. I'm sorry, people. This has to be a win. Are we at 1,000 likes? Surely. Big up that guy, D. Surely we're at 1,000 likes. There's 4,000 people in the chat. We should be at 2,000 likes. And big up everyone. We just passed 86k subscribers as well. Keep ticking off those milestones. Yeah, man. 1,100 likes. As I said, for anybody looking, this game is on ITV1 as well as Sky Sports. So if you don't have Sky, You can tune in on ITV1 and watch the game. And this is a big one. It's a big one. I'm going to go for 2-1. And I always say 2-1 is my nervous scoreline when I'm not fully convinced, but I'm hopeful. I'm going for 2-1. 14k away from the goal. I know. We're hunting it down, people. We get it this season. Big giveaway if we get to 100k. You know that. Standard. You know me, I look after the community, people. We get to 100k, we do a proper giveaway, man. You know what I mean? Something proper. More people watching you live than AFTV. Hey, big up. As I say, man, yo, our community's serious. We're a serious community, people. C-Unit business. You know, like when 50 turned up with G-Unit, anyone in the way, they had to move out the way. That's how we're moving, people. Right, we're about to get underway. Come on. Leahy's going 4-0. Yo, I like that. I don't know what you've been drinking today, but I respect that confidence. We're about to get underway. Sané, Nico in January, Isak and an 8 in the summer. That can win us a league, but here we go. I'm going for 2-1. Come on, Arsenal! I don't care if it's the Carabao Cup. I want Wembley. I want the final. I want trophies, silverware. Let's do this. This is basically like... Well, listen, there is a second leg, but I just feel like this result will dictate how this whole tie goes. If we can win tonight, I'm confident we go to St. James's and manage the game. If we draw or lose, it's problems. We're underway, people. We are underway. The Carabao Cup semi-final. I think this is the first... Is this the first semi-final Arteta's been in since the Europa League? I'm just thinking if I've got that wrong or not. I'm pretty sure Arteta's been to the FA Cup final and the Europa League semi-final against... It was Villarreal, wasn't it? I've just realised, oh my God, my timer is a minute behind. Do you know why? I rewound it. And I was behind. My timer's off now. I am watching it live. Good job you guys reminded me. I am live. It's a good job you said that. I rewound it to look at something and I was behind. So, apologies. My timer's going to be off for the whole half now. So, don't bother with my timer until half time. Right, we're live now. I would have been missing all the goals and everything on time. Big up to everyone locked in. We are live. Here's Isak for Newcastle. 25 yards out. Rolls it out wide to Murphy. Murphy's cross is blocked. Burn clatters Havertz, but Rice gets possession. Going to be interesting to see whether Newcastle... whether they sit off us or whether they try and high press. That will be interesting. Partey in possession for Arsenal. That's so annoying. This timer, I don't think I can manually move it either. Let me see. I don't think you can. That's so annoying, man. We'll be off until half time. But anyway, I am watching it live. Don't worry. The timer's going to be a minute behind. Yeah, last semi-final was Liverpool in the Carabao. Was it? Oh, here's Isak. Oh, Saliba blocks him. Shot by Joe Linton over the bar. That's a warning. How is Joe Linton in so much space? How is he in so much space there? Partey and Rice. Who's watching him? They're both, none of them. To be fair, look, Timber's pointing. Ah, that's lazy, man. That is lazy. I don't like that. Joe Linton, just inside the penalty area, unmarked. Yeah, he put it over, fair enough. But why is he in so... We got Partey and Rice. We got 2 sixers on the pitch. And they're midfielders in acres of space shooting over the bar. That can't happen. Oh, Odegaard gets clamped and gets thrown to the floor by Gordon. See, they're the kind of things that wind me up. People won't think much of that, but you're the Arsenal captain. I know you're not a powerhouse, but you've just been thrown to the floor by a Claire Balding lookalike, Anthony Gordon, and you're the Arsenal captain. You think brother could have done that back in the day with Patrick Vieira and them? Trossard is on the right, by the way. Martinelli's on the left. Stadium doesn't look full yet. Come on, Odegaard, make up for it with your talent. Here's Martinelli. Up against Livramento. Murphy's doubled up quickly. Whips it in early. Not a bad ball. Headed away by Dan Burn. It's up in the air. Havertz doesn't even challenge. You've got to jump at least. Arsenal have to understand that Dan Burn is massive. Here's Jurriën Timber. Crosses it to the back post. Livramento heads it behind. It's a corner to Arsenal. Corner to the Gunners, people. And can Set Piece FC kick in and do us a good favour here today? But obviously with Dan Burn, it's not going to be easy. The guy is an absolute giant, but avoid him would be my advice. Avoid him, people. Corner to Arsenal. Yep, the match is on ITV1 for anyone looking. Arsenal have the most goals from set pieces this season. 16. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Corner to the Arsenal. Yeah, timer's off till half time. Apologies, people. We will get there. We will sort it at half time. Corner to Arsenal. Declan Rice will take it. Can we get an early goal? Come on, Arsenal. We got to win tonight. Rice in swinger. Rice whips it in. Good corner. It's flicked on. It goes over. Doesn't make good connection. Yeah, Sky main event and ITV1. Big up the community. 4,000 of you pretty much. Well, 3,800 of you now. Really appreciate your support. Curtis, my concern is Newcastle play Bromley in the Cup. They will be resting everyone this weekend. Yeah, we can't do that, of course. We know that. We got Man United, which is a shame. We're going to have to go full strength. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's why you got to have squad depth. Man United would reluctantly consider selling one of their homegrown players in their efforts to comply with financial fair play. Wow. Rumours today that Chelsea want Kobbie Mainoo. Here come Newcastle. Hall whips it in. Saliba clears it. Arsenal scrambling a little bit here. Ball goes out for a throw into Newcastle. Oh no, Hall keeps it in. He turns Trossard too easy. Cleared by Saliba and Odegaard gets rid of it. Manchester United apparently, and they're saying Garnacho and Kobbie Mainoo. I mean, listen, if you've got to sell one of them, you sell Garnacho. You don't sell Kobbie Mainoo, but who would want Garnacho compared to Mainoo? Mainoo's a far better player in my opinion. Big up my brother Thais in the chat. I know what you're doing here, by the way. He's a big Liverpool fan, so he's just trying to apply pressure, you know. And we haven't started that well. Here come Newcastle. Tonali crossed into the back post. Gordon knocks it down. Raya manages to collect it. I'd take Kobbie Mainoo at Arsenal, by the way. I would take him. Arsenal in possession. Martinelli. I would take Kobbie Mainoo, but he'd be expensive probably. He would be expensive. Garnacho, I don't rate him at all. I don't rate Garnacho at all. I think he's so overrated. Barcelona had a meeting with the agent of John Duran. I mean, meetings with agents mean very little. You'd be surprised how many clubs these agents talk to. I don't know if they've got the money anyway. Mainoo don't want to sign a new contract. Fair play. Young lad, Man United fan, you'd think he would have just signed that deal. He obviously thinks already, like, maybe Man United are pushing him out. Homegrown players balance the books quicker. Free kick to Arsenal. Anthony Gordon fouls Trossard there. Good crossing opportunity, this. Look at the state of Gordon, man. He looks like he's been out all night in tup-tup. He's got a cut on his nose, got bags under his eyes. He actually does look like Claire Balding. After about 10 pints. Look at the state of him. He got a black eye, didn't he, the other week? In one of the games, he got whacked in the face. Mainoo is quite slow, but he's very good on the ball. I thought he played well against Liverpool. Keeps the ball very well. Garnacho is better than Martinelli. I actually don't know if he is. I think he's poor as well. I wouldn't want him. Odegaard to take an in-swinging free kick. He wants 200k. Is that what he's asking for? Surely not. He can't be asking for two. He can't get anywhere near that. Maybe he's looking at the Rashford deal. Free kick to Arsenal. Odegaard whips it in. Not enough power. Here it comes. Martinelli. Left foot shot's blocked. Saliba shoots. It's blocked. Havertz. Oh! Keeper collects it. I thought Havertz was going to score there. Shot from Saliba was blocked. Nearly fell to Havertz. Good strike by Martinelli. Saliba hits it. Havertz. I'm looking here. Kobbie Mainoo's on 20 grand a week. That is absolutely crazy. 20 grand a week. I mean, he's a young player. It would have been his first pro contract. I don't think Kobbie Mainoo, surely he can't be asking for 200 grand a week. There's no way he would get that. Apparently Man United have offered him 60. Listen, if Chelsea are after him, they'll be offering him at least 100 grand. Their wage bill is through the roof. I would take Douglas Luiz all day long, especially on loan. It's a no-brainer. Long ball, looking for Gordon. Is he going to keep it in? No. Goes out for a goal kick. Gordon against Timber will be a very good battle tonight, man. Ornstein's just confirmed it. Listen, PSR puts a lot of pressure on clubs. Speaking of pressure, Arsenal give the ball away. Tonali, poor Pat. How did we give the ball away there? Let me rewind that. Raya, terrible. Raya gave the ball straight to their player, man. What the hell is he doing? Honestly, sometimes, do you not just sit there sometimes and think, why do goalkeepers have to play short all the time? I know I might sound like an old man and the game's changed and Pep and all that. Like there, Reyes played the ball short to Gabriel. Gabriel's give the ball back to him and then he smashed it up the pitch. What's the point doing the first bit? What do you gain from that? I get it sometimes, yeah, I get the thought process. You invite their press onto you, you play through the press and then you take out 3 or 4 of their players. Do it sometimes, I get it. But every time, do you really want to see your goalkeeper playing the ball to your centre-back? I just don't understand it. I really don't. I understand the thought process, but when you think about a football team, centre-backs are not really the best players to have on the ball. Martinelli, come on, take him on. 1v1, do something. Chops back, crosses, it's a poor... That situation there is where you want Nico Williams. Martinelli here should have just ran him. Did anybody see Hudson-Odoi last night against Doherty? That's what Martinelli should have done just there. Oh, what's all the hesitating and twisting and turning, bro? You are rapid. Dan Burn as well, look, the sloth. Did anybody see what Hudson-Odoi did to Matt Doherty last night from the halfway line? Headed it in front of him, knocked it out of his feet, burnt him for pace, pulled it back, Chris Wood scores. Martinelli's 1v1 with Dan Burn 50 yards away from goal and doesn't run past him. Corner to Arsenal, Rice whips it in, it's high shot, oh, headed over. Jurriën Timber from about 6 yards out, he was under pressure. Should he have scored? He looks unmarked. Wow, he's about 2 yards out. Oh my days, what a chance. He's a bit under it. I think he should score. I think he mistimes the jump. Get up. He always got to do is hit the target. That's a great chance. I cannot believe what Martinelli's just done there. I didn't even realise that was Dan Burn. Why is he not knocking that out of his feet and running past him? The guy's got no confidence. Here's Joe Linton. Gives it to Isak. Quiet game so far. Ball down the side looking for Gordon. Timber against Gordon. Gordon gets there. 1v1 with Timber. He's got some support now. Murphy. Newcastle still have it. 2v1 on this side. Martinelli defends well. Newcastle still have the ball edge of the box. They're forced backwards. Rice has got great set pieces. It's crazy because I never saw that at West Ham. So it's either something he had, but because he's quite tall, they never let him do it. Big up David. The injury is significantly reduced. I'm not sure if Martinelli's as quick because I don't get why he didn't run him there. Here's Trossard, right-hand side. Just keep the damn ball, man. Good turn. Keep it. Yes. Here's Luis Skelly inverting into midfield. Martinelli used to score those goals. Remember the one against Chelsea when Unai was coach? Yep. He was blistering. Now I just don't understand what's going on. YouTube is bugging. What's going on? What's going on, Caps? Let me know. Oh, unlucky there. Gabriel tries to find Martinelli. Newcastle win it back. Yeah, Guna 1970. I just seen that. I'd put a cheeky bid in for Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho, oh my God. I meant Kobe Mainu, not Garnacho ever. I wouldn't take Garnacho for £2 million. Isak skips Saliba. Saliba, you better recover. Pulled back. Oh my God. Edge of the box. Lewis Hall. Scrambled away. Saliba, bro. What is that? Miss hit. Edge of the box. Tonali puts it over. Oh my days. I do not like the way Isak just dealt with Saliba. 1v1. You see the difference compared to Martinelli? Slows him down. Knocks it past him. Does him for pace. Gets to the byline. Wow. Gordon is a yard ahead of that. Saliba there getting done for pace. I do not like that. Gordon would have had a tap in there if that pass had gone to him. Of course, you'd take Mainu, never up. I can't believe I just said I'd take Garnacho. I'm going to edit that bit out. I never meant to say that. I can't stand Garnacho. Our defence was great because of the midfield. Now we don't have a decent midfield, just set pieces. Our midfielders now roll on the floor, says Brio. Mohammed said no urgency. Claudia said Arsenal. Or Arsenal. 15 minutes in, I'll be honest. I don't really like the start we've made to it. I think we're allowing Newcastle to settle into the game. Tonali, what a ball that is. 50-yard diag to Murphy. Whips it in. Raya collects it. Aye. Come on, Martinelli. Where's your pace? Lift your head now. Just keep the ball. If you aren't going to run, just keep the ball. Decent ball. Trossard needs support. Should have Timber on the overlap. What is that, Leandro Trossard, mate? Late night, was it, fella? You look like you haven't slept for 3 months. Do you know what frustrates me, KV, and everyone in the chat right now? No disrespect, people, but why do I have to watch a team like Newcastle? No disrespect. I like Newcastle. Tino Asprilla, Ginola, Shearer. Why am I watching Newcastle? And Tonali is playing for Newcastle. I'd take Tonali at Arsenal. Bruno Guimaraes, she's not even playing tonight, but he should be playing for Arsenal. Isak should be playing for Arsenal. You know, why this is a team, Newcastle, they haven't won a trophy for over 50 years, and they've got players on the pitch better than ours. Not like 1 or 2. You're talking a good 3 or 4 that get into our team. I mean, at the moment, I don't really rate him, but Gordon's better than our left wingers. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Tonali there, that pass. I mean, I remember when Tonali was at AC Milan, I was thinking I'd take him at Arsenal. Next minute, the man rocks up at Newcastle. The ambition's got to be bigger from this ownership, man. Trossard and Martinelli are just absurd. This front three tonight is so bad that it really is at the moment. I don't even think Gordon's that good, but at least he's direct. At least he's going to run at Timber and try and cause him a problem. Martinelli should at least be running at people. Trossard and Martinelli at the moment, and even Havertz, that front three is the worry for me tonight. I said it the other day, Brighton had a stronger front three than Arsenal at one stage. With Matoma, Adingra and João Pedro. I do not like the way Isak went past Saliba. That's better from Rail. Come on, let's build our way into the game now. Would you take Gordon at Arsenal? I actually wouldn't. I'll tell you why. Because they paid over 40 million for him. So they're going to want at least 60 to 70 million for him. And I would not pay 60 or 70 million for Anthony Gordon. But he is a better player than when they signed him. Anthony said Arteta has re-coached Arteta. Now he can't do anything well. He's reprogrammed him and got it all wrong. You know? He's got it all wrong. I do think it's the system. I'm telling you now, if Martinelli would have gone to Liverpool under Klopp, he'd have been a player. He's got to play as a left forward. Running towards the goal, diagonal runs. Not as a left winger hugging the touchline, running past 2 or 3 players. He's not that guy. And Trossard at the moment is just crazy. Would you take a 1-0 win? I would. I hope for the sake of the watch-along we get more than 1 goal. Oh my God. Odegaard plays the ball in between Rice and Martinelli, they both hesitate, and Martinelli gets wiped out. Him and Livramento down on the floor, injured. Break in play. I think Livramento gets the ball. Does he slip? Or did he genuinely slide tackle? There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I'm telling you now, somebody's hurt. I doubt very much they both get up from that normal. I'll take it back. Looks like they are. I thought Martinelli whacked his knee. That looked like a painful one. Serious question, why would Isak join us? I suppose TV1, bigger club, bigger city, more wages. His profile gets bigger. Don't get it twisted. You play for Arsenal. Generally, your whole profile gets bigger. Number 14, Omri's shirt. Let's be real, you would leave Newcastle for Arsenal, but he might not even take Arsenal because he would have other clubs coming for him. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, my timer's off, people, till half-time. Trossard lays it into Odegaard, flicks it to nobody. We have not played well. Here's Trossard. 2 against him. Crosses it. He wins a corner. Wow. I'm telling you now, we have got to win this game tonight because with a front three like this at St. James's, we are going to struggle. I think this is one of the worst front threes I've seen at Arsenal for years. I really do. Can we get a goal from a set piece? This might be the way we have to win. Team is screaming out for Gyökeres. We're screaming out for anybody at the moment, bro. Any decent striker or winger walks into this team. Come on. Can set piece FC rescue us? Odegaard whips it in. Dubravka punches it away. It was too close to him. Comes out to Luiz. What is he doing? Oh, he's done well in the end. He's done really well. He's done... Oh, overhits the pass to Timber. He goes out for a goal kick. Aye, aye, aye. 20 minutes in. Feels very similar to the Brighton game. Still quite sluggish to watch. Would you take Lookman or Nico? Do you know what I've realised over the past 20 minutes, Luke? Right? I'll be totally honest with you. I sit here every day and I talk about players that we're being linked with. Wingers, strikers. And I say, well, maybe I would take him. Maybe I wouldn't take that one. The way we're playing at the moment, I take nearly all of them because we've got nothing in attack. Our attack is awful. This front three, this whole front line at the moment without Saka, it's absolutely dreadful. It doesn't matter who plays, they're all bang average. Let's be honest. I'll take Leroy Sané, I'll take Nico Williams, I would have took Cunha, I'll take anybody that breaks this front line up. I'll be totally honest. Because this is not good. If Saka's out all season and we have to rely on Jesus, Sterling, Trossard, Martinelli and Havertz, wow, you are going to watch some boring football this season. I'm telling you now. Partey goes for the die, gives it away. Yeah, I'll be totally honest. Oh, we could be in trouble. Isak, what a ball. Out wide to Murphy. He's in behind here. Support getting into the area. Isak's been charged to the ground. Murphy, good defending. Goes out for a Newcastle corner. Isak's asking for a penalty, I think. What happened? He was running into the penalty area next. Look at the way Newcastle just hit us on the break. Look, Gordon into Isak on the turn. Murphy's on his bike. You never see that ball get played to Martinelli or Trossard. He's 1v1 with Skelly. Skelly does well. He wins a corner. Honestly, our football is horrible. What happened to... Yeah, that's a blatant yellow card from Trossard there. He's grabbed Isak's arm and pulled him down. Lucky they haven't done a VAR check. That's a blatant yellow. It's quite clever. Apparently there is VAR, but they didn't check it. Luiz Skelly did do very well against Murphy there. That Murphy is... he's not that good, but he's very direct. Corner to Newcastle, and they've got some big players as well. Ball whipped in, headed away at the near post by Declan Rice. Throw into Newcastle. Very sluggish game so far, man. We are so slow on the ball, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Play quicker. Play quicker. Newcastle have possession on the halfway line. Dan Burn goes back to the goalkeeper. What you've got to remember here, people, is a draw is a better result for Newcastle than us. So we can't play this game thinking, a draw and then it's all to play for. Forget that. We've got to beat them in the home leg. I'm not confident we go to Newcastle and beat them. We've got to win the home, even if you nick a 1-0. We're lacking pace and power, definitely. Our front line is so lightweight. Look at the pressure we're playing under. Look, you're asking for trouble. I mean, fair play to Luiz. He's got away with it. No away goals. He's got away with it, but it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We know footballers are thick as pig manure, but then there's Trossard in a semi-final. Why? Yeah, I think Jesus probably should have started, but he was awful the other day. Big C, look at what Isak has done so far, and look at what... Yeah, exactly. Their front three's better than ours, again, to be honest. Even with Murphy in it, who's, not a very good player, really. Hey, big up Riley in the chat, man. Big up Ian, Lou, Maverick, and Riley. Big up, man. Skelly is our bravest player. Young, and he hasn't been Arteta'd, people. That's why. Just come out the youth team. So Arteta hasn't managed to turn him into a robot yet. You know what I'm saying? That's why. He plays with a bit of freedom having come out of the youth system. Odegaard, he's pushed. Fouled by Joe Linton. Free kick to Arsenal on the halfway line. It's getting to that point in the game again, people, where the eyelids start to get heavy. I mean, the most exciting game I've watched in the last few weeks was Liverpool against Man United. That tells you a lot. I've turned up the volume a little bit tonight. I mean, let me know, people. Is it rocking? The atmosphere doesn't sound that great. This is a cup semi-final. And I always say this, the fans in the stadium have got a responsibility. This is the semi-final of a cup. I can't hear a great atmosphere inside the stadium. I really can't. Partey does well. Lovely play. Where the hell is Havertz, man? You're on the right wing. Odegaard's getting the ball, looking for the striker. Look, we got no striker. Gabriel shoots, drags it wide. We're horrible to watch, I'm sorry. We are horrible to watch. We're getting to the point where Gabriel's shooting from 30 yards. I mean, it's not a bad effort, but geez, man, what is going on, man? Arteta has genuinely, I don't know what he's done. I don't know what he's done to this attack. But it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Teams aren't scared of us, I'm afraid. Saka was the scary element of our attack. Without him, this is a very average front line. Very average. I'd argue this is the worst attack we've had in absolute years. And I mean years. Looking back at old attacks, like Joel Campbell would get in this front three. And he wasn't like a top player. Theo Walcott gets in this front three. Giroud gets in this front three. That's good. Now we should be away. Martinelli. Martinelli's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He's in the post. Oh my days. It's just not going to happen. Gabriel Martinelli. That is painful. What a ball. What a ball, Trossard. Finally, the pace came back. I thought he was going to go across goal. He went near post. It's actually not a bad effort. He's done the goalkeeper. He's hit the post. Got to score that in a semi-final, you know. I know people will say that's unlucky. But you've got to score that. That's a one-on-one with a goalkeeper, people. I think Isak bags that. Unlucky, but also frustrating. Frustrating as well, man. Hopefully that livens up. Look at, honestly, Luis Skelly's one of our best players. Come on, Martinelli now, liven up. You've hit the post. Take on Botman. Oh, he goes back to Luis Skelly. Skelly whips it in low. Havertz, heavy touch. Trossard, shots blocked. Trossard is Odegaard. Oh, his shot's blocked for a corner. Come on now. Flick some snot out of your nose for banter. Just come on. Go on. The camera's on you. No, it's gone off him. Corner to the Gunners, people. Pogba scores that. At least we're having shots. Odegaard's shot is blocked. I think the crowd are livening up a little bit now. And that's gone out for a corner. We're getting better now. We're livening up a little bit. Finally, we've woken up. Martinelli, just run at people. Just scare people, Gabby. That's all you got. You ain't even got to be that good with it. Win the odd corner. You get past him the odd time. Have a few shots. Be dangerous. Martinelli's just got to be dangerous. You don't even have to be that good. Put people on the back foot. Declan Rice, in-swinger. What a corner! Somebody please! The ball's bouncing around like a pinball. Oh, it's blocked! Havertz shot's blocked. Declan Rice delivery is crazy. Honestly. Oh, Trossard's pass goes out for a throw-in. Declan Rice delivery is amazing, honestly. The corners are a joke. Is Trossard. His deliveries are unreal. Some of the best in the league. He whips it in with pace and power right on the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper finds it so difficult to catch it. Here's Odegaard. Havertz 270k a week is insane. What's he done in this game, to be honest? He's hardly touched the ball. I've said that for a long time, Gio, bro. Honestly. Why not try Martinelli up front? Just play on the last man, use your pace. I've never really seen it apart from when Emery did it a little bit. Rodders said just subscribe, good content, good luck to 90k. Let's go Arsenal. Big up, bro. Jesus left wing, Martinelli strike. I would love to see that. I would love to see Martinelli up front. I think he plays like a striker because he's quite instinctive. The more he has to think, I think the more he struggles. We're putting him under pressure now. We're growing into the game. Good press in there by Trossard. Throw into Newcastle down by their own penalty area. What's insane is Arteta is on over 300k a week. Yeah, I said it the other day on the stream. I said, add this up. He's on over 300k a week. It's crazy. Big C, Mara and Shamak would walk back into our front three. We need to win trophies this year. By the time we win, Saliba will be off to Madrid. It's now or never, people. Richard said, I got work at 6 a.m. Should I just sleep? Bro, this game might put you to sleep. Although Partey, heavy touch. And Willock finds Isak. Left-hand side up against Timber. Twisting and turning. Tries to find Gordon. Gordon's offside. Saliba. Too strong for Isak. Goes out for a goal kick. To the Arsenal people. 32 minutes gone. 0-0. They're showing you the corner again. Rice, what a cross. Dubravka missed it. Timber tried to backheel it. It was blocked. Havertz's shot was blocked. I mean, they're throwing. There was 3 or 4 Newcastle players in front of the shot. If I'm Saka and Saliba, I'd seriously consider my future, said Murai. South London's finest. Make this pressure count. Yep, we got to score soon. Would you take Willock back? Nah, he's not the answer. Neil said, I gave you the wrong information about Jaffa cakes. It's a cake and not a biscuit. There was a court case brought against McVitie's by HMRC. It was deemed that a Jaffa cake is a cake. I'm devastated. I always thought it was a biscuit. Tonali finds Lewis Hall. Nearly 5k in the chat. You lot are unreal. Just get the likes up and subscribe if you haven't. That's all we ask, you know. You go to the nightclub, pay your fee to get in. Just like and subscribe, people. That's all we're looking for. Big up everyone locked in. Big up the Twitch gang as well. 0-0. I mean, 0-0 suits them better. Suits Newcastle more than us. If you're Newcastle, 0-0 back to St James's. That's a great result for them. Alfred, I already knew you was going to say it. We've had this discussion how many times on this channel? Put Martinelli through the middle, play him on the last defender. Get him, you know, use his pace. I've been saying it for years. Martinelli is a Vardy-type striker. No skills for a winger. Will make defences panic. Yep. Yep. Especially now, while we don't really have a top quality striker. I'm still blocked on Twitch. How did that happen, bro? I don't even think I've got mods on Twitch. I'll check that, Jace. I'll try and check that. I don't know how that's happened. Don liked and sub. Big up, Sean. Here is Declan Rice. He handballs it as he goes to chest it. Tonali and Isak should be in red, yeah. They cost what? I think Tonali was about 50, 60 million. And Isak was 60. 120 would have got them two, really. But then Tonali got banned for 10 months, so it would have been frustrating. I'll like seeing as you asked nicely. There you go, you know what I mean? Good manners can get you a long way, people. Yeah, Caps, you're right. And Kevin Campbell used to say this to me all the time. How will Martinelli get on with his back to goal? But I suppose you've got to develop that. You know? Yeah, any mods, go easy on blocking. Couple OGs on the channel got blocked yesterday. They weren't happy. I'm getting messages going, I got blocked. I didn't say anything and blocked. I said, listen, man, you know. The mighty arse on the telly, Big C on the corner of the screen. I'm a bit disappointed. I feel like Arsenal should be on the corner of the screen. But, you know, maybe I'm being selfish. You know. Nah, big up yourself, Dean. Free kick. We got 9 minutes until half time. Hall brought down there by Trossard. Free kick to Newcastle. Get the likes up to 2K. Big C, my YouTube account is banned. Oh, man, I'm going to have to spend a bit of time going through banned accounts. I don't know how a lot of this happens. Steve said, your live streams are always the ones I'll tune in, but, man, I feel the stress. You sure it wasn't the glitch? Apparently, there's something going on YouTube today. I don't know what. Well, apparently there's been problems with it. Oh, Newcastle! Here's Isak! 1-0 to Newcastle! Absolutely terrible defending. He's sliding on his knees doing gum fingers. Wearing the number 14 shirt, and we've got the donkey from Shrek up front on 275 grand a week. There we go, people. Thank you very much. 1-0 down. That's what happens when you've got a proper striker up front. That defending is Sunday League level, people. This better be offside. VAR needs to rescue us. VAR better rescue us here. Let's have a look. He's onside. He's onside. It's 1-0. Crossbarring in. 7 yards out. They've got a proper striker. 1-0. They have a proper striker. We have a donkey. Oh, no Arsenal fans should be surprised. Don't be surprised. Isak scores. What did we expect? He's a top quality striker. Knee sliding, doing gum fingers at the Emirates. We did this. Oh, this is just... They're on the attack again. Isak again. Look, he's doing Ronaldo chops. Here's Gordon. Up against Timber. Rice wins it back. We are white. Oh. Do you know what, people? I think if we lose tonight, let me have a look. What's going on here? Why is Isak unmarked? What the hell is going on there? The defending is shambolic. Honestly, I'm trying to stay calm. Because the things that are going through my head right now, when it comes to this football club, I'm lost for words. I am lost for words, mate. But nobody should be surprised. You buy quality, you get quality. Yeah? You buy nonsense, sometimes you get nonsense, people. You get nonsense. They've got one of the best strikers in Europe. We've got a guy who raised donkeys growing up and plays like a donkey. Our front three is disgusting. Disgusting. Martinelli one-on-one hits the post. Oh, unlucky. Forget unlucky. Score, mate. You're on 180 grand a week. You're one-on-one with a goalkeeper. 5 minutes till half time. Isak won't even want to come to Arsenal. He'll think, you know what, I'll be patient. I'll go somewhere else. I'll get somewhere even better. How many times have I said Havertz's name? Can't blame Arteta, bro. He built this team. Who else am I going to blame? Who signed Havertz? Who signed Trossard? Who gave 180 grand a week 5-year deal to Martinelli? Who's coached him? Who made Odegaard captain? Like, there's only one direction this is going to. I ain't talking about the pop group One Direction. Luis Skelly's probably been our best player. Tap ass out, man. Bro, I'm telling you now. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm genuinely trying to stay calm. Because the meltdown if we lose this game tonight. We've been... You look at it now. How is Martin Odegaard Arsenal captain? I'm sorry. I don't care if the guy is a good footballer. A captain's supposed to have a certain profile. When have you ever seen Odegaard pull us out of a rut as a captain? How he's wearing the armband, I'll never ever know. Rice finds Partey. I'd say shoot, but you'll probably kill the pigeons. That's a free kick. Yes, free kick right on the edge of the box. I just realised, though, have we actually got a free kick specialist? I'm staying calm. Yellow card there for Newcastle, Joe Linton. Partey wins a free kick. Do you know what? I'm actually a bit worried. Do you know why I'm worried? Because you know when Isak scored that goal, I don't think I even got that angry, did I? I'm looking back on my reaction. I had a little, but I wasn't even that angry. I'm almost questioning myself. Like, yo, why didn't you start going mad when Isak just scored? Was I expecting Newcastle to beat us? Or, I don't know. I really don't know. That's worrying. Am I expecting us to lose? I don't know. What's going on? We need to score this free kick. Odegaard and Trossard over it. 25 yards out. Yeah, I think we're numb to it. It's like going to the dentist. You know, they inject your gum and then, you don't know what's going on. I'm just a chill guy, man. You know, like the chill guy meme. I'm just a chill guy. I'm not that guy anymore. I don't rip shirts. You know? I ain't ripping shirts no more, people. This is mad. Ash said I said 2 p.m. tomorrow. Just in case, make sure your schedule's not that busy tomorrow afternoon, people, because we may need to talk. But anyway. I'm looking at the 2 free kick takers on the ball. I'll be honest, I've got zero belief that any of these two are going to score this free kick. I'm thinking back to Odegaard against Burnley, which was about 4 years ago. Now, I can't hulk out, bro. This hoodie, it's too thick. The shirt, Trossard and Odegaard over the ball, 25 yards out, minute and a half till half time. It's Odegaard, I told you, straight into the wall. That guy has got pillows on his feet, mate. He's got no power in his foot. That guy needs to start drinking nourishment. I'm telling you, he's weak. He's meant to be a Viking from Norway. We bought the weakest Viking you've ever seen. Whips it back post. Knocked down. Oh, should have scored. Blocked. I think it was Gabriel. Scrambled around. Look at Isak, man. Look at him. Oh, my days. Nearly put Willock one-on-one. Blocked. Skelly gets fouled. Oh, my. Yeah, we bought a Viking from Temu, bro. What the hell is this? Odegaard has 0 shot power. He's actually got good technique. I don't get it. Why can't he hit the ball with power? This is... Oh, Eze, mate. He would have walked into this team. Boyhood Arsenal fan. Destroyed Declan Rice in the home game last year. But, you know, we don't want him. We'll let someone else get him next season, probably. I'll read out the super chats at half time, people. 2 minutes added on. Here's Party. I think we're beyond anger. We're at a different stage now. Look at the state of our attack. Trossard trying to play 1-2s with Odegaard. Look, bullied. 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 Get up. Get up. Stop rolling around looking for free kicks. Sick of this team, man. Every minute our players, oh, ref, he kicked me. I mean, to be fair, he might be badly injured, but you know what I'm saying, man. Why do I always say our team on the floor? I never see Joe Linton, Gordon, any of them, man, on the floor. Joe Linton got his head bust the other week. Eye, black eye, everything. You never get that Arsenal. Look, Gordon, bang! I think he kicked the back of his leg. Dinershen said, Arteta has to be sacked if you lose today at home. Yeah, I would agree. Oh, Gabriel, the keeper, saved it. How long till Odegaard starts playing cheerleader? Yeah, second half, mate. He'll throw his arms up. Blackstar said, I'm not even angry. Tap ass out. Lamar said, just end the season. Incognito, Arsenal therapy if we lose tonight. I just hope not. Alfred, back to goal is such a myth. The best strikers didn't need back to goal. Suarez, Villa, Torres, Eto'o, Henry, Mbappe, CR7. Most defenders would tell you they rather play a hold-up striker versus pacey. Guy in Prosper says, at this point, it's pray for 2 draws and penalties. That's shambolic, innit? And MJ said, Isak treating Saliba and Gabriel like year 7s at lunch. It's worrying the way he's dealt with Saliba a few times, especially. We've been awful. I'm sorry. Luiz Skelly, again, look, the most composed player in our team. Here's Partey. We are so slow at getting the ball forward. It's beyond a joke. Look where Trossard is. Look, he can hardly kick the ball. Get him off. Well, you're giving him the ball back. He can't move. You've just seen the guy's limping as he's give you the ball. You've give it back to him. Blow the half-time whistle. Honestly, sim the game and end it. Just message me the score. I want this game over with. I'm genuinely sick of watching this team play football. I'm done with... I don't even like watching them. I don't like watching this team. I'd rather watch the team that finished 8th when Arteta first came in. Because at least I knew what we was. We were poor, but we had vibes. I could understand it. I could accept it. Oba up front doing front flips. Do you know what I'm saying? Young Saka coming through. This team's just a false hope. You're just like a false hope. You're making me believe something's there that it's not. It's like a figment of my imagination. We're in phase 5. This is the worst Arsenal attack I have seen possibly in my entire life. I'm not even lying. Think about every season you have watched Arsenal play. Have you ever seen a worse attack than this? This Arsenal attack right now. Our attack without Saka is absolutely shambolic. I would give up Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus and Havertz to get Isak. I'd get rid of all 4 of them just for him. Garbage. Absolute, utter garbage. The fact that our fan base, again, online, a lot of them, not all of you, just some, have dressed up this attack to be something decent. Trossard, I told people when we signed Trossard, he's like getting socks for Christmas. Useful sometimes, but there's no excitement there. Get him out. Sell him. Get him off to Saudi in January. Trossard's finished. Martinelli might need a coach. He just might need a better coach who can simplify his game. Havertz is honestly one of the worst strikers I have ever seen at Arsenal. I'm not lying. I said it before and I will say it again. Havertz is the worst signing that Mikel Arteta has ever made. Because he's held this club back now for 2 or 3 years because his wages are so big. And then, who else? Sterling, I mean, what's the point? He never plays. Jesus, come on, man. This is absolutely shambolic. Shambles, mate. Absolute shambles. I don't know what to say. We've been seeing this all season, people. This ain't a one-off. This was the second half against Brighton. This was the Everton game. This was the Fulham game. We do not know how to break down teams that have a low block. Because apart from Odegaard, we've got no creativity. And Odegaard ain't doing anything anyway. One thing I've realised about Arsenal is Odegaard, you can't rely on him. Odegaard will help you if you're playing well. Odegaard reflects what the team are doing. If Arsenal are playing really well, Odegaard will have a stormer. If Arsenal are playing bad, then Odegaard will play bad. That, to me, defines a good player and a great player. Great players, I've seen Sanchez so many times turn up when Arsenal are playing poor and just have a great game. We haven't got one player in this team now that say, listen, we're playing bad today, but give me the ball. I'll sort this out. I'm the baller. I'm the man. I'm the maverick. I'll score. This team ain't good enough. This team, without Saka, season could be over. I didn't even realise it was this bad. I thought we'd be able to do something without Saka. We look all over the place without him. We look all over the place. It's worrying. Very worrying. Havertz doing what he does best, invading space. Yep, he's trick-or-treating again, people. Man's disappeared for 45 minutes. The guy is absolutely shut. It's criminal that he is the highest paid player at this football club. Criminal how that deal was allowed. Carnage said, could you remind us what country Martinelli is from? He's from Aruba. I don't know where he's from. I think he was born in the Amazon rainforest, bro. War Sam, this match is giving me Villarreal second leg vibes. This is the home leg when we're meant to dominate. Imagine St. James's. Do you know the atmosphere they'll give you? They ain't won a trophy for 50 odd years. I mean, Walcott's in the studio. You might as well give him some shin pads and boots. Sign him at half time. DM said, really struggling mentality with this team. Yep, you're right, DM. White glove, Beavers and Butthead on the wing. Striker playing centre mid. Another season down the drain. Arsenal won't score again. Awful. AMSN, Odegaard on absolute fraud watch. Soft player. Yeah, you get stuck into him physically. You don't want nothing to do with it. He see Joel Linton and them. He said, nah, not tonight. Not tonight. Look at Odegaard. Told you. Look at him. Bullied. I told you. I didn't even see that. Little push in the back from Isak. Look. Look how easy he is. Get out of my way, little man. Look, gave up. Oh, my days. How is he the captain? Have a wrestling match with him, man. Stop him. This guy's doing gun fingers on the carpet. He's walked into my front room with dirty trainers on the cream carpet. He's drinking my apple juice. No respect for the carpet. Look at Nicola Shova. I thought you was a master tactician of free kicks. Who on earth would put Odegaard on Isak? Man said, little man, get out the way. Get out the way, Odegaard. Just dashed him out the way. Soft! Soft, brother. Take the armband off him. Take the armband off him. He shouldn't be the leader of this team. Cliff said, only false hope if you're fool enough to believe. Yeah, I hear you on that. It won't be cinematic, said, I'm from Middlesbrough and support Arsenal. All I get is, why do you support them? Used to say FA Cup's a nice football, even in bad times, now nothing. You're right, bro. You're genuinely right. Even in the bad times with Wenger, it's like, yo, bro, we play better football. Vacay said, the truth is, the owners never had any ambition to win anything with this club. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given a novice the job. Rotten from top to bottom. Dortmund let Isak go for 15 million euros. I mean, I don't know how good he was when he was at Dortmund. Sky version said, I blame you, see, you don't want Isak before. No, I'll be honest, at Sociedad, I did the GA thing, man. I looked at the goals and assists and said no, but maybe I was wrong, people. John Z, Arsenal better get Isak this window. Absolutely no chance, bro, we get him in this window. No chance. Marlon, I'm actually surprised Havertz played today because that donkey from Shrek is based on... died last week. Havertz probably devastated. Wow, I didn't even know that. I feel bad for the donkey in Shrek. Doctor said, big up C. The narrative of we left our banter area is dead. We never left the banter area. We done a very large, expensive circle. Yeah, I hear you on that. Satnav's done us dirty, brought us back to the same place. Jatin said, is Havertz worse than Bentner? Well, at least Bentner just... I think Bentner came through the system. So at least he didn't cost us a lot. This guy's our highest paid player. So in my opinion, he's worse. Because Bentner didn't start every week. Michael said, I'd rather have Kai Cenat up front. So would I. It'd be entertaining at least. Brio said, can't spend 65 million. But Havertz can't be questioned. Exactly. Exactly. Fan said, you're getting slapped by United as well. We're not that bad. No, we might. Gunman said, just tuned in. See you next year. Season done. Arsenal Sven, I want Arteta sacked just for the Havertz signing. Agreed. Gibbs said Martinelli fluffed the exact chance Arshavin scored the 4th v Liverpool. I'll take Arshavin now. Arteta out. Arshavin way better than these guys. Babatunde, great team, identifies play and sign them. Arsenal will identify and give us 1,000 reasons why we can't sign them and give us a BS of a player. And then the fans all lap it up. Stuart said, after 30 years of supporting this team, I'm done. People are tapping out, people. They've had enough. Chris said Pepe, Lacquer and Reece all upgrade this attack. Let that sink in. You're not wrong. I'd rather have that free than this free. Sire said, arse technical players with poor decision making. John said 150 million bid wouldn't get Isak this window. You ain't getting 150 million bid out the Cronkays, bro. That's the problem. Not even Jamaican dollars. Doctor said also Odegaard is the worst 10 in the Emirates era by far. Well, not as good as Fabregas or Ozil. Top Gooners will point to XG. Just watch, said White Glove. PSV said, whoever said at the start of the stream that we're winning 4-0 must be passed out drunk with a pizza slice on his chin. Lay. Raekwon said, one of our biggest failures of Arteta's management is the fall-off of Martinelli. Most likely he'll go to another team and thrive. He should be a top Arsenal player. I actually still think Martinelli could go somewhere and do well in a different system. I don't think he's completely finished. But under Arteta, he looks finished. OG Loke, big up for the super sticker. And He-Man said, it's okay, bro. New merch dropping tomorrow. F this team. Arteta has built a team that relies on Saka and has no plan B. We need a massive second half here, people. Honestly, we need to win. If you offered me 1-1 now, I'd say there's no point. I'd say there's no point. We've got to win. We got to win this. If you can't beat them at home, we're not going to beat them away. How bad was that defending for that goal? Maino up for sale. Yeah, I mean, he's saying that Garnacho or Mainu, so maybe they'll get rid of Kobe Mainu, you know, or Garnacho instead. Maybe they've got other homegrown players. Brian said Arsenal is bad for my mental health. I can't keep getting my hopes up. Might need a break. Honestly, I say this all the time, people. I'm not even capping. This is a YouTube channel. I want the community to get as big as possible. I want to hit 100k subscribers and go beyond. You know, I want to see 10,000 people in the live chat. Genuinely, if you need to, take a break. Because I'm not joking, Brian. I'm with you. This ain't good. As an Arsenal fan, this isn't good. We actually watch football as a sort of, it's one of your pleasures in life. People go to work, they got bills to pay, they got things to do, they got to clean up, all those things you don't want to do. You want to get to the weekend, or you want to get to, you know, the evening in midweek and think, yo, man, let me chill tonight, watch my football team, let me enjoy myself. I'm watching Arsenal play, and I'm like, I'm actually coming away from games sometimes, and I'm thinking, that's one of the worst things I've done all week. I don't leave the game and think, yo, I'm buzzing, man, my team's on fire, and I love watching them play. I'm stepping away from games, and I'm sitting here sometimes when the stream finished, and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I've just spent 3 hours. When you think about, you know, the hour before and after, I'm thinking, I've just spent 3 hours watching Arsenal just do nothing. What is the point? I don't mind if they're running through brick walls and giving everything, and you know, they're just like, you're not giving us anything. You're giving us nothing to want to attach ourselves to and think, yo, man, I can relate to that. That's my team. People are saying, yo, look, I took the night off work to have a beer and relax. You can't relax watching that. It's worse than lockdown, Arsenal. It is. It's absolutely horrible. It's awful. Now people are realising a lot of these players are not as good as they've been made out to be. That's the reality of the situation. I said it at the start of the season. I thought Saliba was probably our only world-class player. And even he's had a bad game tonight. It's, listen, the only good thing, people, is this. Well, I don't know if it is a good thing, but we got 45 minutes. Let's see. Let's see now what this team is about. Football is not all about, oh, we're playing well, we're winning 3-0, everything's rosy in the garden. You are 1-0 down in the first leg of a cup semi-final at the Emirates, 60,000, right? You've done nothing. Let's see what you're about now. If you just roll over, get your bellies tickled, lose 1-0, 2-0, the club is finished. If you fight back and win this game 2-1, we will have something to believe in. Disgusting first half. Sandra said, in my opinion, now, when we are without Saka, this is the time you can actually see Saka is world class. Maybe he is. As our friend Claude once said, it's time to go, 100%. He-Man, brother Rice last year broke up play, started our attack, interceptions, goals and drives. This year he is basic, side to side, backwards. What is going on? Arteta's ruined him. Brio said he quit smoking. The team must be sponsored by Snoop. John Z, as Isak, this window is the least Arsenal owe us fans. They ain't going to give us that, bro. They'll give us some scrub on loan. Second half underway, people. Odegaard without Saka is a Poundland Benayoun, says Gunman Khan. That's a banger. TNM said, it's time we woke up, smell the coffee. I support the club. We're not winning anything with this manager. It's not the players, it's the manager. And Bo said, F this club. I'm done. Absolute trash. Hala Madrid. 45 minutes. Let's see what they're about. 6,000 of you in the chat, people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Get the likes up. We need at least 3,000 or 4,000 likes today, man. This is painful, but hopefully we're at 2.2k likes, so really appreciate the support. Listen, I know the game. I know there'll be a lot of ops in here looking for the meltdown, but oh, man. Let's see. I mean, I'm looking at the bench. Who do you even bring on this? You've got to go Sterling Jesus. I know a lot of people don't rate Raheem Sterling, but he can't be any worse than what Trossard and Martinelli are doing. Havertz doing absolutely nothing as well. Melbourne said, good thing I'm listening. Yo, drive safe. Good job, I'm driving, listening. Look at Havertz. You don't even know where the ball is. You literally don't even know where the ball is, mate. You're running around in circles like Kylie Minogue. If we don't win this game, honestly, I'm going to try and stay calm. I'm really got to stay calm. Oh. Absolutely mad. 45 minutes. I'm not even accepting a draw out of this. The first half performance was not good. The goal we conceded. You see, that's like a Sunday league defending. Genuinely. Shambolic. Come on, man. Look at the speed that we play. Just watch Arsenal for the next minute and look at the speed that we pass the ball at. We play the game as if... Leigh, I'm with you. He said the team looks confused. We play the game as if we're 3-0 up and there's 2 minutes to go. Trossard's just flicked the ball on there. Our striker's nowhere near it. Throw into Arsenal. Come on, man, please. This is desperate times, you know, people. Honestly, we have got to get something out of this game, and I mean a win. I want to see some leadership from people. Look at the state of our passing. Trossard is so bad. So bad. He has got to go. I would sell him in January if the Saudi club come back in for him. Yeah, a lot of empty seats, but you know what? They all go for food like 5-10 minutes before half time. And they'll come back in like the 60th minute. I don't get it. The food's terrible there anyway. Handbrake football, you're spot on, bro. No freedom. Come on. Here's Martinelli, who missed a big chance in the first half, man. I know some people said unlucky, but for me, he should have scored. Best player doesn't necessarily mean best captain, said James. You're right. You're right. Odegaard's not a leader for me. Curtis Barr, Saka. This is our full strength side, and that is worrying, isn't it? That's worrying. Because I agree with you. Saka would be on the right. You'd probably take Trossard out, and that would be Arteta's strongest team. I think Luiz Skelly is better than Calafiori. So that is very worrying. That one player's done this to us. The language Trossard is about to learn hasn't even been invented yet. Send him to the moon. ESR was attacking. Arteta didn't want him. Curtis, these players don't believe anymore. Well, Leigh even said there that the players look confused. And that, like, the system, I don't think they understand the system. Isak on the half turn there. Sorry, it was Willock. Finds Isak. Isak trying to nutmeg, man. He slipped over. Look, come on. Look at our counter-attacking speed. Look how slow it is. Havertz got about 3 players on him. Just pass the ball, man. He's playing walking football. Trossard finds Martinelli. Come on. We need a bit of creativity here. Do something. Oh, my days. It's getting so bad, I'll just take a corner at this point. Just win a corner. This is... It's going to be a long 45. We're going to need red stripe. Loads of it. Come on, Arsenal. Timber crosses it in. It's blocked. Awful. Absolutely awful. Here's Joe Willock. Look at the lack of pressure. Man's just running. Asna back in full. Can you see my comments? Yep, Johnny. I can see it, bro. No one making runs. No. We just all stand. Look at this. Newcastle just popping it here. Isak, you have it. Look, gets it out wide. Murphy. Movement. Looks for Isak. Corner of the area. Isak shoots. Saved by Raya. Anthony Gordon scores. 2-0. Game over. We are out. Clear Bolding makes it 2-0. Type up the P45 tonight. The Spanish Brendan Rodgers has left the building. It's over. Sack him tonight. Game, set and match. I've seen enough. I don't want to watch this anymore. This is Rihanna settings, people. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to fight. He better be offside. Look at the space they give Isak. Here, bro. Out wide. Jacob Murphy. Straight into Isak. No one marking him. Gordon's onside. We're out. We're out. We are out. We can't even win an energy drink trophy, people. A Lucozade Cup. Arteta out, mate. End it. End the season. And sack this fraud. Sack him. It's over, people. 2-0 down in a Europa League, man. I don't even know what competition it is. Anthony Gordon doing the Thierry Henry celebration. Listen, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm going to be saying some crazy things. Look, man's doing the LeBron celebration. He's putting the crown on his head. Anthony Gordon! I'm done with this team. I'm done with this manager. No more holding back. Wayne Wonder settings, people. Yeah. He's probably saying, what door shall I sneak out of the stadium? Game over. Wow. Finished. Not even surprised, people. Not even angry. Knew this guy wasn't good enough. Been arguing with these top gooners who've been lying for 2-3 years, telling us this guy's a good manager. He ain't. He never has been. Oh, thanks, Martinelli. Oh, make noise, crowd. It's a corner. We've won a corner. Isak is running rings around us. Don't worry, though. We've got cheerleaders on the pitch telling us to make noise when they can't score one-on-ones on £180,000 a week. You're telling us to be loud. Oh, make more noise. That'll help us. We better score from this corner. Declan Rice whips it in. Punched away by Dubravka. Oh, my God. Absolute scrubs. Here's Martinelli. Crosses it in. Nobody there. You'd think we were winning 2-0 and don't even need to score. 2-0 down in a cup semi-final at home. Isak toying with us. Look at the state of this. He's got 3 players on him. They can't... just get it over with. Just end it. I'd rather be at the dentist getting a tooth pulled out. Honestly. I'd rather have a root canal than this. At least they numb your gum and you don't feel it. I've actually got to feel this pain. Look at the state out. Go on, Havertz. Run. Run, man. Oh, you donkey. Do us a favour. Get him off injured. Take him off. Not a major injury, but, you know, a bit of bruising. Just get him off. I've had enough of this game. Absolute scrubs. This team is washed. I'm sorry. Washed. I bet Declan Rice wishes he went to Man City. Havertz jogging. He had all that space to run into. Disgrace of a club. Phase 1 Chelsea is better. Yeah, Palmer's better than all these players. You're out on Sunday too. We're going to damage you. I probably agree with you now, MJ. End the stream, Dave. Arteta out. Novice coach with tactics. Arteta sexuals will roll out the injury excuse. Yeah, T-Dot. 1 player out. It won't be cinematic, said Arteta out. Do they know this is a semi-final? Probably not. Richard said the crowd will still clap them off the pitch. Free kick. Rice whips it in. Dubravka. It's up in the air. He's put his offside flag up. Mr. Lay said, I've lost all emotions for this Arsenal team. I'm with you. I'm numb to it now. And suddenly, as a Man U fan, I'm excited for 3 PM Sunday. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. We'll probably get done by United now. Offside from a free kick. Just release Havertz from the club. Release him. It's embarrassing that that guy is our striker. Big C, I placed a bet against us before the match. I don't trust this club. Yeah, smart business. Netflix special tomorrow. I need it. Yeah, honestly, this result stays the same. Netflix is back tomorrow. It's Netflix and chill, 2 PM. We haven't done a show with that show title for a long time, but it will be back tomorrow. And you know what that show title is, and that is brutal. When we get to that point, it's serious times, people. Isak is toying with Arsenal. He's playing around with us. Ball whipped in by Tonali. Oh my God, Raya clears it. I predicted 2-0. Newcastle could get worse, said White Glove. After 5 years, no trophy. His message is stale and not heard. The Donkey Sanctuary wants Havertz back. Here's Declan Rice. Finds Martinelli. Big C, I feel sorry for you having to watch and do a stream. Oh, mate. I should just do it in silence. I feel like I don't even want to talk. Yeah, make sure you download SofaScore. Link in the description. That's about the best I can promote. This is lockdown Arsenal. This is lockdown Arsenal. That's what I'm gonna. This is lockdown Arsenal. Look, we can't even pass the ball. We're back in lockdown, people watching this. Finished. I don't even know if we're going to score. I hope we do somehow get something. Here's Havertz. Trossard. Whips it in. Havertz, you got to score. Oh my days. I'm getting a beer. Honestly, I have to drink. I have to drink something to get over that. I have to step away. I can't believe what I've just seen. I can't believe it. It's hit him on the... People, honestly, I've got to crack a beer open. Merry Christmas. It's real talk. Havertz has just missed from 4 yards out unmarked. It's the worst finish I've ever seen. You should pull your hair out. Get him off. He's brought on Jorginho. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm actually done. Havertz, get him off this football pitch and sell him. Oh my days. Havertz is the worst striker I've ever seen at Arsenal. Oh my God. What a miss. This guy's got me drinking. And I had Vimto in the cup. Cheers, everyone. The only way we get through this if I'm intoxicated. Simple as that. He's 4 yards out. He's hit his shoulder. And he didn't even drag him off. He's brought Trossard off for Jesus. Oh, my days. Look at Isak. Isak's having the time of his life. Look at Joe Willock. Look at him. Look. They might as well beat us 5-0, to be honest. If we don't get back into it, they might as well just annihilate us. And then put us out. I don't even want to go into the second leg with hope. False hope. Oh my days. Win the dog would have scored that. Honestly, it would just bark and headbutt it or something. You know when you throw a tennis ball at a dog. Go on, boy. Fetch it, boy. It'd jump up and try and catch it. It'll probably head it in. Win the dog would have scored that. Honestly, Win the dog would have scored that. Look at the state of this guy, Havertz. I told you, the worst signing in Arteta's whole history. Come on. Got to score here. Timber pulls it back. Rice bouncing everywhere. Surely. Oh, they clear it away. Offside anyway. You know what? I'm going to take this top off shortly as well. I need to get anything Arsenal related off me. I have to get it off. I'll just wear Nike clothing or something. I'm done with this club. I need a long break from this football club. I'm actually gutted that we're playing on Sunday. I don't even want to stream it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I need a break from Arsenal. I can't wait for the next international break. I really can't. That man missed a header from 4 yards out. I thought he was offside. It was that easy. He's the worst striker I've ever seen at this football club. Ever. Absolutely shambolic footballer. And the man stayed on the pitch. I would have dragged him straight away. 29 minutes to go. Havertz on the wing now, is he? Oh, mate, he should be on the prison wing for that miss. Honestly, they should put him in handcuffs. Highest paid player at the football club missing a header from 4 yards. Hit his shoulder. The man closed his eyes, went to head it, hit him on the shoulder and put it wide. It's beyond belief. I wonder what they'll blame today. They'll blame the Saka injury. No refereeing decision to hide behind today, right? No penalties, no nothing. Just a poor team that has been built by a poor manager. Gabriel whipping in crosses. Oh, I just end this game right. Look at Dan Burn. We're making Dan Burn look like Franco Baresi. End the game right now. AFTV said injuries. Oh, God, stop it. Saka's the only one from the starting 11 not playing. Digestives or hobnobs? I'll go digestives, especially the caramel ones. Pat said, today's my birthday and this is what I'm treated to. Mrs. got me a mug from the Arsenal store. Shall I just smash it or drink it? I'd send it back. Ask her for the receipt. Tom said, don't care anymore. Just break the bank this window for Isak. Oh, dear. Mate, we're owned by the Cronkies. Can we get a sympathy goal back? Declan Rice trying to shoot on his left foot from 25 yards. Wins a corner. Even though he's our, defensive midfielder. But apparently he's an attacking midfielder for Arsenal. We've got a corner, people. This is comedy gold, I can't lie. It ain't funny for me, bro. Ulrich said we need win the dog barking from the sideline. I'll put the dog on the pitch. 27 minutes. The poor dog catching strays from you, Turkish, every time Arsenal don't get a result. RSPCA settings. Fabricator predicted a 3-1 defeat. Wasted my time on AFTV where Robbie compares Marino with Rodri. Rice whips it in. It's a good delivery. Headed over the bar by Jesus. Lacazette with cheekbones. The only thing he's got similar to Rodri is they're born in the same country. That's about it. Claudia said, Curtis, this stream and community is the most entertaining part of the Arsenal experience. This season, big up people. How was Saliba missed that, by the way? He's 3 yards out. Tara said, Havertz actually made Curtis get more red stripe. I wasn't joking when I keep shouting. Eventually, that red stripe was going to be needed. C. Guna said, when's the last time we really dug it and went down and made a comeback like last season? Bournemouth, no fight and treacherous tactics. Yep. Willett comes off. Murphy comes off. I think that's Longstaff, is it? I don't even know who they're bringing on. Big C, man, I'm just broken, said, they're bringing off Isak. I actually feel like that's rude that they're taking Isak off. I actually would rather Isak stayed on the pitch and tried to score again. It's almost like Eddie Howe's gone, 64 minutes, yeah, Arsenal are finished, mate. Take my best player off. Nah, Eddie Howe doesn't even respect us. That's wild. That is wild. 64 minutes he's taken off his best player. Said, yeah, that'll do. Arsenal are done, mate. I'll put Harvey Barnes up front. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The slow football. Yeah, we're one-trick ponies, mate. I'm done with Arsenal. Done. Finished. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Do something. Get a goal at least. Oh, there's a shot. Jesus begging a free kick. Watch him. Up straight away. Nothing wrong with him. Gordon against Saliba. Jorginho. Oh, man. I think this team's got nothing left, you know. I think the message from the manager is gone. What are you diving for, Jesus? He won the ball. And look at him straight away looking at the ref. An embarrassment seeing our team do this. Jesus gets tackled, doesn't even get kicked. He's rolling around on the floor looking for a free kick. Oh, Ian Beale settings, bro. If I was Saliba, mate, I'd be ringing my agent. And I'd be learning Spanish. I would not stay in this team. Isak was doing kick-ups. Bro, he's doing the Maradona, what was it called? Where you do foot, knee, shoulder, head. Throw into Arsenal. We can't even win the Carabao Cup. And we're one player away from being at full strength. Saka's the only first-team player that's not in the team. If you can't win the Energy Drink Cup, look at Odegaard, man. Look at him. You can't win the Energy Drink Cup. How are you going to win the big trophies? Champions League and Prem. I told you. We missed our opportunity. We had 2 years to go at it with City. And we didn't get it done. We did not get it done. Here's Martinelli, left-hand side. 28 minutes to go. Luiz Skelly. Here we go. Surely. Oh, my God, Jorginho. What kind of shot is that? Martinelli. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I actually feel a little bit embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan right now. Honestly, I feel a little bit embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan. It's pathetic. It's like we are back in the banter era. People say Arteta's took us out the banter era. We're there right now. We are in there right now, people. I don't know what to say to you, people. I'm short of words right now. I'm short of words. The things we've been subjected to tonight. Our striker missed a header from 4 yards out unmarked. Closed his eyes and let the ball hit him on his shoulder. And put it wide. And the manager didn't even take him off. They've took Isak off, who's been the best player on the pitch. With 25 minutes to go. Because Eddie Howe thinks they've won already. He don't even rate us. Man thinks he's playing Ipswich. Martinelli is Declan Rice. Good first touch. Corner. All we can do is win a corner. That's all we can do. Don't worry, Big C. We got at least 4 years of beautiful football. Arteta is here to stay. The team maxed out last season. Coach change, captain change in a big summer. I agree. They needed help. We're right back in the banter era, people. Corner. That's all we do. We get corners. We need a goal. Apparently Ivan Toney was not good enough. Oh, he got a bad attitude, apparently. Best signing in January would be a new manager. Yeah. You're right. Corner. Declan Rice whips it in. Puts it in the side netting. That sums up the team. CFC Baller said, you can't hype your team up tonight. You ain't won a cup in 4 years. Arteta is good, but his BS cost us leagues. He brought Kai Havertz. And he failed, but he kept on pushing these players. Players do fail these days, but club signs. I think you would have wrote something else there. Havertz costs more than Isak, and he's getting double the salary. Be excited, they said. White glove balls my blood seeing Arteta every time they cut to him on the touchline. These attacking players are so bad. His system has been sussed. How is saving Isak for Bromley at the weekend? Madness. Absolute madness. And he still doesn't bring on Raheem Sterling, by the way. He just won't take Havertz off under any circumstances. 20 minutes to go, people. No shots on target in the second half for Arsenal. But he fixed the squad, apparently. Absolute madness, this. You're going to see the energy start changing, people. Trust me. You watch these top gooners who've been capping for this manager. Watch how their narrative starts changing. Or they'll blame someone else. Luiz Skelly does well. Does really well. I think he's been our best player. Ball out wide. Havertz, who should be in the box. Awful cross. I don't even know what I'm watching. I told people a long time ago, you know, being an Arsenal fan is the Truman Show. Somebody's going to pop out with a camera and say, this is a social experiment. See how much punishment you could take. Martinelli wins a corner. That's all we do is win corners. We could play till next week. We probably wouldn't score. We've actually missed a few sitters, which is the crazy thing about it. But anyway, people. 6.5K locked in. Get the likes up. Big up, people. We just passed 86k as well. But boy, are this team even going to score? They took Isak off. 19 minutes to go. Bromley will give them a real test, unlike us yet. Declan Rice whips it in. It's a better corner. Keeper punches it away. Edge of the box. Skelly. Odegaard's been non-existent. Why are you going back to the goalkeeper? He should not be Arsenal captain. It's disgraceful. Long ball. Headed back in. Newcastle clear it. Gordon. Now he's playing like Isak now. Oh, look. They could be in. Tonali, he should have played it in front of Barnes. Barnes up against Saliba. He could have been one-on-one there. Barnes falls over or handballs it. If Tonali would have played that ball the other side of Saliba, Harvey Barnes could have been one-on-one. Arsenal get a free kick. Wow. I can't believe what I'm watching. I just can't believe it. Here's Declan Rice. All we do is cross the ball. They block it. We win a corner. Havertz is playing right wing. Raheem Sterling's on the bench. You're making me watch out. Look at Havertz. Watch him. What is the point of him being on the pitch? He's basically a corner flag. Even his face, he's just got that face you want to slap. Daylight robbery. That guy's getting 275 grand a week. He's an absolute scrub of a footballer. He's our Brendan Rodgers. Now it's time to get our Klopp. Thank you, Arteta. He's done, mate. He's done. Finished. You can't bring me back after this. All that, you know, walking on eggshells. Oh, if he wins a trophy and this. Sack him tonight. Get rid of him. End it. I don't want to see him at this club anymore. I don't want nothing to do with it. Luiz Skelly, hold your head up, bro. You've put in a solid performance. 18-year-old. I never thought we were this bad. We look broken. Oh, Gabriel, man. We look like a broken team, honestly. I honestly think the team doesn't look like they know what they're supposed to do. Which is worrying when your team looks like this. In such a big game as well. 16 minutes to go. We haven't had a shot on target in the second half. Look at Joe Linton bullying us. Wins the free kick. This is one of the worst games I've ever seen from Arsenal, considering what this game is. No trophy in 5 years. Ooh. I'd take Joe Linton over a lot of our players just for his aggression. They're making changes. Look, Gordon off now. They don't give a damn. They've brought their whole front three off. Murphy, Gordon and Isak all taken off. They've got Bromley in League 2 at the weekend. And he's dragging his front line off. Curtis, would you take Klopp? Bro, I'd give you the job right now. Never mind Klopp. He's took off his front three. Because he's, you know, save him for Bromley at the weekend. Wow, wow, wow. This is crazy. I can't believe we haven't even scored. We haven't even scored. We haven't even had a shot on target. Callum, thank you for the super sticker, bro. Ryan said, be excited. Oh, the other teams are excited playing against us. And Cal said, Curtis, I think it's time to say I'm going to follow Fitz out the door. This is too much. I'll see you lot next season. You might just see a blank screen here at the Man United watch-along. We'll go back to the blank screen and I won't watch it. I'll watch EastEnders. They look clueless. Look at the way we're playing. Kai Havertz is playing right wing. Sterling hasn't even got on the pitch. This guy's obsessed with Kai Havertz. Absolutely obsessed with the guy. Will not take it. He's had one of the worst games I've ever seen. Instead of dragging him, he's changed his position, put him right wing, like that's going to help. Crazy. Fitz left at the right time. He did. Here's Jesus. Heavy touch. Bullied by Dan Burn. Goal kick. I've honestly... Wow. Look at the heavy touch from Jesus. Bullied by Dan Burn. I said Dan Burn was a sloth. I mean, he's performed well. He's bullied us again. Oh yeah. Oi, well done, Mikel. Do you know what? I'm only applauding Miles Lewis-Skelly. I was bantering because Zinchenko's coming on. Like, that's going to... Oh, yeah, he's got snot all over... Oi, don't shake hands with that dirty guy either. He walks on the pitch out of both nostrils, all over his hands. That sums Arsenal up. They're just a dirty team. Honestly, they're just a dirty team. That kind of sums them up right now. Lewis-Skelly, well done. The rest of them, I wouldn't even pay them this week. They checked their wages. There'd be nothing there. I'd say, what? You didn't even play this week. We're not good enough, people. We're just not good enough. We really aren't. Arteta, we dominated possession. I've never seen a team dominate 90 minutes like this in my life and not win a game. That's what he'll say. Jorginho and Zinchenko to rescue us. Zinchenko just came on and shot snot all out of his nose. I'm lost for words. I am lost for words. It's not good enough. Honestly, it is not good enough. Ball whipped in. We don't win the header. Tonali burst past our midfield. Ref says, no, you dived. Ball over the top. Whipped in. Caught by the keeper. Oh, God. I'm just sick of looking at this guy's face, Kai Havertz, honestly. His face is winding me up. Oh, look at the state of that cross. He is the worst. He's the worst. I knew it was going to get us at some stage. And it's got us. Callum said, lose at the weekend and it's officially Arteta out. I don't need to wait till the weekend, bro. I'm there right now. I've already arrived, people. I got the early flight. Zinny, well, Lisa, you know what, Zinny? I'll be honest with you. Do you know what? I actually like the fact you've just clattered someone. I don't mind it. Yeah, wrap up Joe Linton's ankles. I'm leaving with something. You know what I mean? Leave with something. Someone's got to be injured or something. No, we ain't wishing injury, but at least show that you care. Ian Beale settings, nothing left, said Ryan. Captain Invincible Arteta, we don't know. I read that one. Big up Mohammed, bro. This is for the channel and the community. See you next season. This is not our Arsenal. I'm going to take a break with the team and community. Much love to you all. See you next season. A man's gifted $200. People, I'm actually losing community members to this manager. People are actually saying, yo, that's me. People who are here daily are saying, I'm out. You're going to see me next season. I can't do it. It's crazy. This is Rihanna settings, people. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. People don't want to watch this. I might go myself. I might go live on Sunday and not be in the chair. Just leave it blank. I don't even want to watch that game. This is not good, man. This is not good. Oh dear. It's been the worst game of the season, this. And the worst thing is we've got to play them in a second leg, 2-0 down, and go to their place. Dud said, "Oh, you hit the Rihanna notes." I'd rather have Rihanna up front than Havertz. Geordie's enjoying this. Listen, no hate. They deserve the win. Here's Havertz. Oh my God, that shot was going out for a throw and he's won a corner. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Sunday will be Cruz's. Yeah, Cruz might have to host the watch-along. Do you know what? I wouldn't subject him to watching that game. Just play on FIFA or Fortnite. I don't even want him to watch. You guys not really like Cruz usually on the sofa watching the game with me. He ain't watching this. He's on his PS5. He don't want nothing to do with this. Ah, hey Ty, Chris, hey. I got a Tottenham fan bantering me off. They should just join up and become one club. They're both a mess. We play in red. What's red and white mixed? Pink, is it? When you mix paint together? Playing a pink kit. Just playing a pink kit. We're Mr. Blobby. We'll call him North London Mr. Blobby. Oh, Gabriel's shooting. Oh, dear. I'm taking this hoodie off. Get it off. What t-shirt have I even got on? Plain black. Yeah. I'm looking for receipts tonight. Any Arsenal merch that I've ever bought, I want to take it back. I'm just gonna go in with a bag of merch. I go, what? This was from 3 seasons ago. I say, I don't care. I want something. Give me some of the money back. Get me in a black t-shirt because we're in mourning right now. We are in mourning. What we are watching. 750 million for this. The Cronkays, you man, yo, you just gave him the credit card and never checked what he was buying. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm wearing a red hat. Let me change it. We've got to go all black. It's still the C, isn't it? It's the same hat. We're going all black, people. This is a dark, dark time for Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Dark times, people. We might have to pray to get out of this. I just want this game over with. How much more Martinelli can you watch? It's not a bad ball. Odegaard scared to challenge for the ball. At this moment in time, I don't think I like any of these players. None of them. He's Turkish on AFT. So I said call him. I don't know. I don't think he'll answer. I'm going to try and ring him. Is he on AFT? He won't be able to answer. But I'm going to ring him just to make him aware that... I don't think he'll answer. Turkish walked off earlier. He must be in agony. Surrounded by positivity merchants. Nah, he ain't answering. He won't be able to. Yeah, he's on AFTV. Sending thoughts and prayers. Protest. Oh. Next games. Oh, only Man U, Tottenham and Aston Villa our next 3 games. Oh, God. Season's over, man. Season is over. He's on his phone now. What's he saying? I'm going to say to him, emergency OGs tomorrow. Oh dear, free kick to Arsenal. Don't worry, we'll just cross it in and they'll head it away. Stove said not leaving the community, but I haven't watched a game in 2 to 3 weeks, just the watch-alongs. Can't do it until Michele's gone. Dumping my shirts in the bin as we speak, said Bo. Sell them on eBay. Lucky Roger Cronke said he's not here to win trophies. Yeah, he told us. Man told us. Free kick to Arsenal anyway. Odegaard whips it in. It bounces around. Have we had a shot in the second half? I don't think we have. This is the worst performance I've seen from Arsenal this season. Probably in the last 3 seasons. This could be the worst. We've done nothing. I'm just checking. We haven't had a shot on target in the second half. Here's Jesus. He'll be on the floor in a minute. Come on! Oh, over the bar. Jorginho, stop shouting, mate. You should be in Italy playing for Torino or someone. Sterling, sub not used. Big C, my brother is at the game. They are leaving early. I feel sorry for Rice. He must be regretting it. Yeah, he won more at West Ham, mate. He won the Conference League. He ain't going to win nothing here. Aubameyang won Arteta the FA Cup. Arteta binned him, won Jack since. Worst part is he acts like he's an elite manager. Three minutes of this pain to go, people. Dreadful, embarrassing, disgraceful performance from this football club. You know what? A lot of you have said it in the chat. Don't give him no money. Don't give him no money. Get rid of him. Spend your money paying him off. That's what they should do. You're now wearing Newcastle colours. Oh, yeah, I didn't even realise. Black and white. Santiago Nunez settings, people. Spend 30 million paying him off. And go again. Don't give him money. What's he going to do? Oh, Nico Williams. He'll ruin him. He'll turn him into St. Maximum. Great ball by Martinelli. I can't believe it. Not even 2-1 to make it competitive. 2-0. And you're going to have to play another game 2-0 down. Rice, he can't shoot either. Somebody at least have a shot on target, man. Jeez. End the stream, Dave. Look at the state of that cross. We got Saliba crossing the ball in. Look at the stadium. Half empty. They better boo these players after the game. Boo them off that pitch. Apart from Luiz Skelly. All of them deserve booing. Not watch the whole game. How do we have 3 XG? I've got no idea because we haven't had a shot on target. So that XG stuff's a load of nonsense. How has Havertz played 90 minutes? After that miss, they should have dragged him. Johnny's World, think about this. Edu left, joined Nottingham Forest. They are now contenders. Balls in the air, still don't get it. We are done. We are out. This should be an easy semi-final. Will we even do something in the Champions League? Absolutely no chance. Chris, if we bounce you out the FA Cup Sunday, you need to fire Arteta. He shouldn't even be in the dugout for that game. He shouldn't even be in the dugout for that game, bro. Get him out now. Pay him up. Best signing you can do in January. Pay him 20 million and get rid of him. Take all them staff with you. Nicholas Yover and all them lot. Get rid. Get me a winner. Oh, Newcastle are in. Oh my God, he had a heavy touch. He was one-on-one with the keeper. No, he was offside. Look how empty the stadium is. I thought he was the best manager we've had in years. I thought they all loved him. Why are you leaving early? Here's Jesus, corner of the area. What is that? Somebody have a shot. Odegaard, all these guys, they've gone missing. They don't want it. Saliba putting crosses in. Livramento heads it away. Still no shot on target second half, people. Never mind a goal. We ain't even made him make a save. Ball in the air. No, cleared away again. Yeah, the man is a set-piece merchant, bro. Set-piece merchant. Corners and high crosses. That's all we got. Here's Jesus. Don't worry, we'll whip another cross in that we won't win. Saliba, 30 yards out. Don't do it. Saliba playing 1-2s with Gabriel on the edge of the box. Look at Gabriel. Look, he's doing skills. Oh, he can't even kick that. We won a corner. Corners and crosses, people. Sounds like a new album. New album by Nines. Corners and crosses. Out now. HMV. HMV, you know, I'm showing my age again there, people. I'm not even angry, people. I'm not even angry. No point. No point. We would have got smoked by Liverpool anyway in the final. Not even angry, people. I've given up. Given up on the team. The manager, all of them. They're done. Sell half the team. Sack the manager. Start again. Saliba, enjoy yourself in Madrid. Odegaard whips in a cross. Rubbish cross. His performance tonight for a so-called captain has been nothing short of embarrassing. Spent half the game on the floor. And the other half hiding. Here's Declan Rice. Another cross. Guess what? We don't win that cross. We're just absolute garbage. Start an NBA channel. Don't worry, mate. I brought a ticket for the Wolves game from Sweden. I really don't want to go. Get Arteta out. Sell that ticket, bro. Havertz was criminal. He should have been arrested the day we signed him. Coman music. Corners and crosses. New album in stores now. Mickey Ross. Another cross. Timber. Stands it up. No one there. Cleared again. Another cross. Anyone going to win it? Gabriel. Hey, still ain't had a shot on target all half. Another cross. Another header we don't win. Still no shots on target. Jesus going to foul him. Throw into Newcastle. Just end this game. Put us out of our misery. Isak, man of the match. Most goals, most shots, most touches in the opposition box. Most shot creating actions. The best player on the pitch. Just blow the whistle, ref. We've seen enough. Arsenal need a number 10. No, we need 10 players. A number 10 ain't going to fix things, mate. Number 10's create. No point creating for Kai Havertz. He ain't going to finish his dinner. People still saying we rinse Madrid for Odegaard. He would have never made it at Madrid, bro. He ain't got the mentality. Terrific said, if you feel this bad, remember Kai makes 350. Well, I think it's, well, something like that. Anyway. What's 100 grand between friends? We're still whipping in crosses. I just want to hear if the fans boo when the whistle goes. 5 seconds left. We've got the ball on the halfway line. Jorginho clips it in. Gabriel's up front. Martinelli. This will be the last chance. He'll probably cross it. Of course he does. Straight to their player. Dubravka punches it. We are finished. We are finished. Here we go, another cross. There you go. Can't even hear boos, mate, because Newcastle fans are cheering that loud. Right, here we go, Bruce Willis. Unbelievable what we have just watched. This manager's got to go, people. I'm sorry. He's got to go. I'm just dropping a few grenades. People, talk to me in the comments, man. What is going on at Turkish? I think Turkish is still on, isn't he? I don't think he'll be able to. Came off after 60 minutes and got man of the match. Can't blame Arteta winning on XG. Who built the attack, mate? He did. We are in a white kit against United. We're going to lose anyway. Big up Curtis. Can't watch this trash. Sell the club. Sack the cone, man. He-Man, well, at least we've won the Miss of the Year trophy. Havertz. Sai said back to Wenger era. Wenger's era was better than this. Babatunde, it's like I'm a witness to a crime scene. Shocking. That was criminal. That was criminal. Oh, God. I can't believe what I've just witnessed. I just can't. I'm done. The manager's got to go. Simple as that. The manager has got to go. The man's made me get changed during a stream. I turned up with an Arsenal shirt on and a red hat. I had to get changed. Let me end the timer. That is one of the worst football matches I've ever seen in my life. They've just robbed us of 90 minutes. Joe Linton high-fiving people. Try blaming the ref. Whoa. There's no ref to hide behind today, is there? Nowhere to hide. Oh, the ref shouldn't have given that penalty. He cost us 3 points. What about tonight? Oh, but Saka's injured. We've got injuries. What, Saka? One player. We can't live without one player, yeah? Cool. All right, cool. 31 new signings, yeah? 31 new signings that manager made. 31. 31 signings. Let me get the picture up. I want to remind people of the reason that I don't rate this manager. And let's not hide from the truth. Only the truth will set you free, people. Only the truth will set you free. 31 signings. Mikel Arteta. 31 signings, people. The worst striker I've ever seen at Arsenal. Kai Havertz. Look at the 5 goalkeepers. Matt Ryan, Renarson, Matt Turner. Scrubs. Ramsdale, okay. Raya, okay. Let's look at the right backs. Tomiyasu, gone missing. Cedric, garbage. Timber and Ben White, okay. Trusty, Pablo Mari, Kivior, awful. Gabriel, good signing. Nuno Tavares, kisses dogs. Zinchenko, brings out books. Calafiori, listens to drill music. Jorginho is about 50 years old. Sambi Lokonga. C-Tech, Yaya. Thomas Partey, good player, injured. Ceballos, spinning top. Mikel Merino runs backwards. Declan Rice, you've ruined his career. You've turned Rice to couscous. Fabio, not even as strong as tissue paper. Odegaard, shoots snot out of his nose. Marquinhos cries. Willian ended up with a belly. Jesus Lacazette with cheekbones. Havertz a donkey. Sterling's vibes cartel. And Trossard is Kung Fu Panda. Apart from that, his recruitment's been alright, I say, people. Cheers, everyone. Is Isak giving his shirt to Arsenal fans? Isak's giving his shirt to Arsenal fans. You've dumped on us. The least he can do is sign for us after destroying us. Big up Isak, you know. Gave his shirt to Arsenal fans. Well, but apart from that, people, he's rebuilt the football club. 8 good signings out of 31. Raya Ramsdale. Timber Ben White, that's 4. Gabriel 5. Partey 6. Rice 7. Odegaard 8. The rest are trash. 8 good signings out of 31. But I'm the bad guy. Oh, you've always had an agenda against him. What? I didn't think he was good enough, and he still hasn't proved it. Let's be real, people. 1 FA Cup. They weren't his players. You still got to give him some respect. Aubameyang and Emi Martinez won him that FA Cup. Let's keep it 100. Aubameyang won him the FA Cup. He ain't won a trophy since Aubameyang left. No one scored 20 goals in a season since Aubameyang left this football club. You can't score goals in this system. He's trying to play PlayStation football, people. He wants to control everybody. No flair, no skill, no personality. robotic, boring football. We're one of the most boring clubs to watch in the league. Boring. Boring Arsenal. We got embarrassed tonight by Eddie Howe, people. Dan Burn at centre-back, you know. Dubravka in goal. Joe Willock, someone we got rid of. He's not good enough. Cooked. Jacob Murphy, you know. Championship level player. Gordon. How have we made Martinelli look like this and Trossard and Gordon's running and Isak? Come on, man. Team's finished. Finished. I told you I don't want to be right. Being right gets me nothing. I tell people this all the time. We're having real conversations here. I'll get to the super chats, people, by the way. We're having real conversations here, because that's what you get on this channel. Real talk. People go, oh, you want them to lose, so you know you get clipped up and all that. What do you think's better? Me as a fan, first of all, I want Arsenal to win. But even if we break it down as a content creator, what do you think's better? Arsenal get to a final, massive game, biggest game of the season, probably Liverpool, loads of fans, blah blah blah. What do I get out of Arsenal losing? We lose a game. If you've been here long enough, Netflix returns tomorrow, people. 2 p.m. You know what the name of that show is if you've been around for a while. I haven't named a show that name for a couple of years, people. But tomorrow, we're back. Forget Mr. Beast on Amazon Prime, even though that is a banging series that he's got out at the moment. The show returns tomorrow. The clip is getting let off. I've been patient. I've tried to calm down even. I'm going to be honest, people. I've tried to calm down this season. I've tried to calm down. You've had 2 title challengers. He's building. Calm down. Don't overreact. I'm done now. That's me done. Because we're not coming back in the second leg. That second leg's going to be painful to watch. United on Sunday. I'm looking at United now like it's Beckham, Giggs and Van Nistelrooy that we're playing on Sunday. Garnacho looks like Ronaldo to me right now. Højlund looks like Cantona. I'm intimidated by United on Sunday because of the way we've just played. Do you know how much damage that game's going to do to us physically, mentally, emotionally? Man United have no midweek game. They're chilling. They got a point at Anfield. They're confident. They're going to come for us on Sunday. Even if we beat them, so what? I don't think we're winning the FA Cup. I don't think we're winning the FA Cup. We'll lose. Our team is Saka FC. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to make an apology. I'm going to make an apology. George, man, first time I've left early. I don't know what I want. You should have asked for your money back. I'm going to make an apology on this channel. Because I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. Bukayo Saka, you're a better footballer than I thought you was. Cheers, everyone. Happy, is it Tuesday? Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Saka, I apologise, mate. You're a better player than I thought you was. You are literally holding this team on your back. You've carried this team. I wasn't even totally aware of it. I knew you was good. I didn't realise we relied on you that much. We are Saka FC. Real talk. I'm going to be so honest. Saka and Saliba don't even deserve what that is on the pitch. They don't deserve that. If I'm Saliba's agent, I'm on the phone to Ancelotti tonight. Yo, Summer, 80 mil, I'm ready. Done. Wasting my time here. We're going backwards. What was Sterling on the bench for? What was Sterling on the bench for? What did we sign him for? Saka, mate, you're even better than I thought. You made us look a good team, and we're not a very good team. Daniel said try blaming the ref for that. It's the ref's fault, people. PGML, they hate us. That's what they say online. Jerome C, no striker needed. Well, 7 or 8 out of 10 window in the summer, apparently. The same people that were saying that are now saying we need a striker. But we needed a striker in the summer, so why was it a 7 or 8 out of 10 window? Oh, Marino's a good player. I watched him in the Euros. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because he didn't hardly start for Spain. Oh, but I've watched him for Sociedad. What, how often do you watch Sociedad? Calafiori, really good signing. What, you watch Bologna, do you? All right, cool. If you do, fair enough, but I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Did anyone expect any different, Curtis? I didn't expect a 2-0 defeat. I'll be real. I thought we'd get a draw, or at least, maybe. Johnny's World, which big player would want to play here? Get ready for free agent signing, 10 out of 10 transfer window. Season's done, bro. League's done. Champions League will get knocked out. FA Cup, not even confident we'll beat Man United. HP Source, Arteta in regardless. Remember that comment at the weekend? Hey, Africa, I don't know what you're setting me up for there. But I get it. You're here to troll. I respect it. I respect it, bro. We deserve it. The game is the game. Abby said if we wanted to put in 1001 crosses, why was our tallest forward out wide? I mean, he can't head the ball anyway. He missed from 3 yards. How many Arteta signings are world-class or potential? You could say maybe Gabriel, or none of them are world-class. Potential. Timber, I think, could potentially be. Partey's past his best. He ain't going to get better. Odegaard, I mean, Odegaard needs sunny afternoons with non-physical teams. That's the only way he performs. Trossard should have had 2 assists, but 2 bums, Martinelli and Havertz, cost us. Odegaard is a fraud. Demo said, you know they're not sacking him. Protect your energy. I hear you. John Z, hypothetically, if it was found Arteta was sent to sabotage, could you look back and see the signs giving players away? Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if Pep's planted him here to ruin us. Vegas Gunner, this isn't the Arsenal I know. Bring back champagne football. I'd rather lose that way. Yeah, bro, this is Lambrini football. African Giant, ignore that C. Was teasing Ola on Lee Gunner's channel. I promise no bantering. Commiserations. Arteta isn't good enough. I appreciate that. But listen, I get it. The game's the game. Fred said, but, we're still in a title race. We just need Liverpool to drop points. Every time they do, we drop points, fam. War Eagle, the players couldn't give a less damn about the Emirates. Emirates is just a place to go and perform. It's like a stage. There's no intimidating atmosphere at the Emirates. They clap the players off. War Eagle said the players couldn't give a less... Oh, I read that. Brio, passenger 29, doing nothing for the bag equals privilege. If I have that conversation, we'll go in a whole different direction. I remember people saying, yeah, Aubameyang's lazy, get him out. All he does is score. But Havertz say, what the hell does he do? Phil, Big C, I missed the game. Did Sterling play? No. And you're actually lucky you missed the game. We had to watch it, Phil. Sterling didn't even come on. Gutted time for bed, said Jeff. Ollie, as your gaffer once said, we got bigger fish to fry. Man said, your gaffer, bro. No, but me no work for nobody in a bus. Me own thing me run in a bus. But yeah, I hear you. No, Isak has our defender's number. Why does Saliba and Gabriel struggle? What great movement, clever player. He made our 2 centre-backs look average. Very average. Sack this fraud, trophyless again, while Moyes got one. Yeah, Moyes won more than him. Rouet said, no urgency sideways, flat passing, no attacking intent, even in build-up. Even when we break the lines, we're looking to reset. The players are not playing for the manager anymore, not winning duels or second balls. Alfred, what people don't understand, no striker wants to come here and be starved of service. Big name players saw how Arteta treated our star player. I think you're bang on, bro. Vlahovic said, nah, not for me, mate. Jokeres said, nah, not interested. That's why he'll get another goody-goody. Like Sesko, who's just going to be a lamppost up front. Just going to stand up front and try and get on the end of all them crosses. That's all we got. That's all we got. The process is over. Edu's left. Players. You can lose a game, you know. And Sesko actually said no to us. You're bang on. Man said, nah, I'll stay at Leipzig. Do you know the worst thing about today? You can lose a game of football, you know. It hurts. You get angry. You might not agree with it. And you can lose games of football, especially when teams play well. We didn't play well. Newcastle played well. Isak was outstanding. People were saying it was an audition for Isak. His price just probably went up 20 million. Big up Suleiman. But it was the lack of ideas. No shot on target in the second half when you're 2-0 down and you're fighting back. Same thing I said against Brighton. Throw the kitchen sink at them. We didn't. We just crossed the ball for 45 minutes in the second half with no one who's good in the air. It's absolutely crazy. Sean said, are we different than Spurs? No. We're a spicier Spurs. I've said it for ages. Team is Saka FC for recall. Curtis had to turn that game off at 55 minutes and put EastEnders on. I don't want to watch Arsenal for a long time. I'm gutted that there's a game on Sunday. I don't want to watch it. Where do we go from here? Genuinely, if we're talking reality, they've got to go into the market straight away. They should be having a meeting tonight or tomorrow morning saying, I've got to get new players. Whether we blame him, they're not going to sack him. To be honest, I am wasting energy. I just dropped some grenades on Twitter, but we know it. They're not sacking him unless we miss out on top 4. We've got to sign players instantly. Instantly. We should sign a player before the Man United game. But trust me, we won't. We won't sign anyone till the last week of the window. If that, it'll be a loan, a panic buy. The whole thing has failed. And I said this the other week. I said, look, I'm not saying this to be horrible. I'm not saying this to have an agenda. The longer he holds on to this club, the more damage he is going to do. Give him some credit. You've put us in a position to compete. You're now pulling apart the work that you did. And I said it, a lot of this younger generation, they've never felt that pain of a star player leaving. You wait until Saliba goes Real Madrid. And then you're going to be like, What's happened? I thought this team was for life. Saliba's gone Madrid. He's holding up the white Madrid shirt. And then you're going to be like, how do we replace him? And now our defence is falling apart. And now Saka's got 2 years left. And he's being linked with Liverpool and Man City and Barcelona. And now with Club's a mess. Sporting directors left. We're being linked with Thomas Rosicky. Why? Not because he's an elite sporting director. Because he's Arteta's mate. And it's jobs for the boys. Mertesacker runs the youth team. Thomas Rosicky as sporting director. Mikel Arteta as manager. 3 players, 3 former teammates. No experience at the top level as coaches. How are you supposed to get to the top with that setup? How is that going to work? It might get worse. We think it's bad. This is the worst it's been for a long time. The last 3 years. Since that season we finished 5th when I ripped the shirt. This is the worst. This is a bad moment for Arsenal. Very bad. Draw at Brighton and lose 2-0 against Newcastle in a cup semi-final at home. And you've still got to play the second leg. And you've got United Sunday and Tottenham next week. I mean, let's be real. Tottenham are the most wide open team if you get at them. But they get at you. I'm not even confident we can beat Tottenham. Because we can't attack. This is the worst attack I think I've ever seen at Arsenal without Saka. We've got no idea how to score. We don't shoot from outside the box. We don't do anything. We cross the ball high and no one can head it. We look a broken team. We look a broken team. Not a pence more for Arteta. Caretaker Yova in. Odegaard needs Saka. Odegaard needs Partey to perform. How about everyone realise Odegaard ain't that guy. He's nothing more than a bench player. You might be onto something there, SG. You've said it for a while. Julius, thank you for the super sticker, bro. MJ, Ten Hag is clear of Arteta and he was woeful. 2 years, 2 trophies. HP Source, Skelly had the best performance tonight. Sub for that. Well, we're not... Listen, I'm not here to blame Zinchenko, to be honest. He came on, he was no worse than anyone else. In fact, at least he clattered Joel Linton. Lewis Skelly, my friend, let me say before we round this stream up, you are the only player on that pitch that you should walk off with your head held high. You should walk in that dressing room and everybody should have their head looking at the floor. You walk in there with your shoulders back and your chest out. 18 years of age, brave on the ball, got stuck into tackles, tried to drive the team forward. Some of that team should be well and truly ashamed of themselves tonight. So many of them. You have disgraced this football club tonight. Run through a brick wall, leave everything out there. If you're not good enough, we have to fall back and accept it and go, well, at least they left it all on the pitch. Some of those guys are just coasting through the game, picking up their money and getting away with it. Because our fan base are not brave enough to call the club out. Because they want free shirts, free tickets, press conference access, and they want to be the top supporter that everyone idolizes. They're afraid to call it out. They're so invested in the manager that they think they're going to look stupid if they go the other way now. It's embarrassing. Cliff said Curtis signed players for what? Arteta won't change. Yeah, you're right. He'll probably ruin them. We're overcoached, no creative freedom. Saka and Saliba 2 years left. And today we're linked to Rosicky. So close, but so far again, says Baldev. He-Man said, bro, whenever the camera turns to Arteta, he's constantly talking to 3 or 4 coaches. What are they talking about? They overcoach. Jerome said, until Arsenal falls out the top 4, this is what we have. I agree. Sky Touche, if we get Gyökeres, we'll find a way to make him look bad. It's the system. We don't have a player that can square up and beat his man 1v1 because the system doesn't allow it. Totally agree. Silvino, we are not a big team. Why sign players? This is it. Walk. Yeah, and he'll never walk on 15 million. Gunnar Roller, Isak came, dunked on us, threw the shirt to the Arsenal fans. Yeah, Mikel and the board deserve every slander and revolt coming their way. Head on Mars. Bro, what have we just watched? Like, real talk. While I try and calm down. What the hell have we just watched? Like, seriously, I have to really try and figure out what's just happened. That is the worst performance I've seen in years. Years. Even when we lost to Villa, West Ham, big games, at least we created chances, we just didn't finish. I agree, Dre. No big player, especially a striker or a winger, is going to want to come and play for that in that system. He would ruin you. I'm not even sure Isak would look good in this team. Look at the freedom he played with today. Dropped in the 10, led the line, drifted wide, so good on the ball, going past Saliba. When's the last time you saw an Arsenal player play anything like that? The best we got was 7 days of Jesus hitting a purple patch. And then he's gone back to normal. He's rubbish again. Havertz, the worst striker I've ever seen at Arsenal. I told you before, that signing is going to end Arteta's career at Arsenal. Because it stopped us from bringing anyone in for 2 years because of his wages. Newcastle haven't won a trophy for over 50 years. Their striker is 100 times better than ours. We look like a broken team today. Honestly, that was a damaging defeat. It's not even screaming and shouting. It's actual like, yo, what has happened to this team? What the hell has happened? Even the defence got cooked today. And that's been our strong point. But the problem is, attacks take pressure off their defenders. You score goals, the defence are under less pressure. The defence defend properly, that takes pressure off the attack. Right now, our attack is so poor that we're just putting the defence under more and more and more pressure. And now Declan Rice is being asked to get forward. We're not even as strong defensively. We were absolutely terrible today. The player ratings, I mean, I'm not even looking forward to it. I don't want nothing to do with Arsenal now. I need a break. One FA Cup. And do you know the funny thing when you look back to that FA Cup run? Individual brilliance won Arteta the FA Cup in his first season. Because he was not manager for long enough to affect those players. So Aubameyang was still playing like Aubameyang with freedom. Emi Martinez went in goal and was unbelievable when Leno got injured. That was those players playing off the cuff, how they play. Tierney was at left back. Aubameyang was there. Pepe was there. Laka was there. Emi Martinez was there. We won the FA Cup. Individual brilliance beat Man City at Wembley. You look back at that semi-final, they battered us. Emi kept us in that game. Aubameyang scores 2 great goals, we win the game. FA Cup final, we're 1-0 down. We didn't play great in that game either. Could have had, the referee actually helped us that day. Individual brilliance wins us that game. Aubameyang scores the penalty after winning it. Then he scores that great goal where he chips Caballero. Individual brilliance won Arteta the FA Cup. Since he got his hands on this team properly and got control, every bit of individual brilliance has got dashed out of the door. I'm not saying they should have all started, but you should have replaced them. His individual brilliance was players like Pepe, Guendouzi, Ozil, Aubameyang, Emi Martinez. Now, I'm not actually saying he should have kept any of them, but he should have replaced them with different kinds of individual quality. Instead, he's tried to build a structure. It's robotic. It's system-based. It's all very... You can imagine they're practicing that day in, day out on the training ground. It's second nature to them. Odegaard gets the ball, he looks to the right, he wants to play it off Saka. Tonight he tried to do it with Trossard, bops it into him, tries to get a 1-2. It's predictable. Havertz floats all over the place, never really in the box. Martinelli's running at people. We're so predictable. It's so easy to deal with if you've got a good defence. And then now, because we're not scoring goals, you're putting more pressure on the defence. And the defence can't keep them out. We're now conceding sloppy goals as well. We're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. Our next 3 games are Man United, Tottenham and Aston Villa. The way we're playing, I don't think we win. I'm not even sure if we win 2 of them games, to be honest with you. I'm not even sure if we win 2 out of those 3 games. Because we can't attack. We can't attack. Tottenham can't defend, but we can't attack to go and hurt them. United aren't good at the back, but we don't attack well enough. We're in trouble, people. We're in trouble. I don't even know how we fix it. They've got to go into the market straight away, but they won't. They won't. They'll probably sign someone in the last week of the window. Wow. What on earth have we watched? This, I said it earlier on, I mean it. Outside of Saka, this is the worst attack I've ever seen at the football club. Ever. And we've had attacks with Shamak, Bentner, all them. But we've always had one player that was really good. Bergkamp, Righty, Omri, Anelka, Adebayor, Van Persie, Alexis, Aubameyang. This front line has 0 star quality without Saka in it. We're not going to win big games with these 3 or 5. Sterling didn't even come on. Sky Touche, there's no movement because no one is expecting the risky pass. We look like statues. Great point. I think they're told not to play that pass. Brito said, break the bank. I want Isak to play against Newcastle in the second round. You're dreaming, bro. Not with the Kroenkes. You've got no chance. I don't even think we get Isak in the summer. Everlasting, he's ruined Declan Rice. He's killed Saka. He's overcoached Martinelli. And he's made a bum of Odegaard. He's overpaying Havertz. He's forgotten about Sterling. He's done enough. I think you're right. Team is TV. Questions have to be asked on Arteta and the board. Yep, 100%. Arteta has never completed a cup run ever. Yep, spot on. Come on, get me Alonso. At least he's won things. Title winner. Raekwon, last one for the day. What exactly is Arteta expecting from his front line? Saka scored because of his own quality. Everyone else is struggling. He pretends he rates these players. Oh, I love my players. No, your players aren't good enough. Mertesacker has developed more talent than Arteta, says Jesse. Yeah, he brought Waneri and Luiz Skelly. African Giant, no, banter aside, as an Arsenal fan, actually bet 250 quid for Arsenal to lose 2-0 with Isak and Gordon to score. Man walked out with 4 bags. Wow. I wish they'd have given us that tip a bit earlier. Julius, result of a failed summer. ESR, Reece, Ramsdale, Eddie out. Marino, Calafiori, Neto in. Sterling with no output. We are 4 minus 4 equals 8. Surely worse off. That window is the worst window I have seen. It's worse than the Peter Cech window because at least he got in the team. None of them signings got in the team. Marino didn't even come on today. He's a bad player. It's not good enough to play for Arsenal. Marcus Rashford's agent has arrived in Milan. Possibly join AC Milan. Yeah, I mean... I'm lost for words. I'm going to round up people. Fan cam will be out shortly. And 2 p.m. tomorrow, you know what time it is. We're back. We're back in full effect. Netflix series back. We're going for the top. Kroenkes will be getting it as well, people. Because they're not getting away with this. Oh, we knew it was the window, bro. But when I said it was the window and other people said it was the window, they get criticised. Saka is the attack. Ball always goes through him. His injury has completely exposed Arteta. Arteta is a fraud who has been carried by Saka the last 2 seasons. Totally agree. Saka. Oh, Mikel's interview. Look at the smirk on his face. Every other aspect, we were the better team. What did he say? Deflected goals? Yo, we had 70% possession. He's going to run with that. No shots on target second half. He's talking about missed chances now. Well, you bought these attackers, mate. You bought Havertz. You bought Jesus. You bought Trossard. You gave Martinelli 180 grand a week. He's waffling. Don't be too harsh. Man, I'm going to be harsher tomorrow. Listen, big up everyone locked in. 6K still here. I'm going to round up. Fan Cam will be out in 20 minutes. 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's meltdown settings. I've held back long enough. They said Arteta is a generational manager. Clearly, they never seen what Alonso did. Oh, unfortunate timing of the first goal. What kind of foolishness is that? Any chance of a win at St. James's? Oh, dear. Don't even do that to yourself. Palmer's on 140, Martinelli's on 180. Yeah, ask him them questions. She's asking him she's asking him questions that he can get out of. Mr. Beast got some great show on Amazon Prime. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It comes out every Thursday. I think they're on episode 5 now, so if you haven't watched it, you've got 4 episodes you can watch. Oh, we've got a mountain to climb. Yeah, don't worry, mate. Robbie will be at St. James's going, believe. Don't do it, Rob. I believe that we can do it. Yeah, good one. People, listen, I just want to say, first of all, well done to the community. Amazing numbers. Really appreciate the support. A few people have said, I'm out. I can't watch Arsenal for a while. But I appreciate everyone locked in. We had nearly 8,000 of you in here at one point. Fan Cam will be out in 20 minutes. 2 p.m. tomorrow. The clip's getting let off. No messing around now. No more walking on eggshells. We're going now. We're going crazy now. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, people. Appreciate the support. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 2. Worst performance probably in the last 3 seasons. We're not turning that around at St. James's without Saka. We need to beat Man United and we need to sign players. If they don't, then it ain't going to happen. Martinelli, 1-on-1 at 0-0. You make that 1-0, it's a different game. People were saying unlucky. It's not unlucky. When you're 1-on-1, you got to score. We're not good enough in attack, people. Sad night for Arsenal. Big up to the community for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Hit the like button and subscribe. Fan Cam out in 20 minutes. 2 p.m. tomorrow. The Netflix series is back. It could get ugly, people. Take care, everyone. Bless.